the day with the dawn ringing in my ears. Oh, well, I tune into my TV show. No better way, I gotta get myself into gear. Let's go. Oh, and I feel good today with my wake up in the morning espresso. I feel good today. It's my feel good breakfast show.
Woo.
Get it in there.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Can you feel it? It's just good moods everywhere.
And we are 5 to the weekend. Oh, man.
Oh, dude.
Man.
Oh, shit, we're still going. Okay. Good morning, guys. Thank you very much for joining us on your Feel Good Breakfast Show Expresso right here on SABC3. Happy Diwali if you are celebrating, man. The Festival of Lights. Oh, such a beautiful time.
Man, I can hear the fireworks ringing behind me in my ear right now, just going.
We love it. Listen, it's a Wednesday morning. It's the middle of the week. It's downhill to the weekend. We love getting to this point. But we have a real feel-good show packed for you, and we're going to give you a quick snippet as to what you can expect throughout the course of this morning. We're going to be talking parenting this morning. And, you know, something that I think we don't display here on your Feel-Good Breakfast Show, especially when it comes to the rewind game, is good sportsmanship. You know, but it's all in the name of fun. But on a serious note, though, we are talking about that, how to teach your child to be a good sport.
Okay.
You need to get that foundation. It's a solid foundation to learn from an early age on.
Well, as a child of the show, I hope you'll be paying attention and listening so that when we play the rewind game, that you know and you've taken some notes.
Come on, man.
And as always, we have a stunning fired-up performance. We've got Sean Kay in the building with us this morning. He's going to be giving us some rocking performances on the stage. It's going to be lots of fun.
Awesome stuff. And then sticking to parenting and all those topics around that, we're talking about the difference between ADD and ADHD and how to fully understand what those mean.
Okay, fantastic. Lots of learning on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And then we're making something really amazing in the kitchen. It is a Diwali-inspired culinary hotline bling. Ting, ting, ting. They'll be here 021-430-9881. You need to call in if you've got any conundrums or anything to add to the culinary-inspired by Diwali that's going to be taking place in the kitchen this morning.
Absolutely. It's going to be great. That's just a little bit of a snippet of our breakfast basket this morning. Go make yourself a cup of coffee. Go relax. Always great to be hanging out with you. Let's kick off your Wednesday morning. Here's Zoe with the news headlines. Good morning, Zoe.
Good morning, gentlemen, and of course to you at home. We start off with your national news. Police Minister Becky Cele says there's been a 36% decline in cash and transit robberies countrywide. The minister commended the police for their sterling work by effecting arrests on the criminals who even used explosives and heavy weapons to carry out what he calls heinous crimes. More than 230 suspects involved in cash and transit robberies have been arrested since the upsurge in this type of crime earlier this year. Cele also lauded police investigation teams working on advocate Pete Mihalik and the Khoza family's murder cases. And we're staying with local news abroad. Ebomveni Primary School near Port Shepstone on KwaZulu-Natal's south coast has stolen the limelight at an international water conservation competition in London, winning 2 top awards. Representing South Africa at the Water Explorer 2018 in the British capital, the school received the Innovation and Students' Choice Awards. Learners from 11 participating countries, including Turkey, Germany and Malta, agreed that Ebomveni's project were the most creative. These included turning chip and sweet wrappers into eco-bricks, which were used to make outdoor furniture. Esishle Gaza and Isipile Mkonda, with grade 7 pupils at Ebomveni, represented their school's project at the event. We now move to international news. The Africa Investment Forum gets underway in Johannesburg today. One of the organizers, the Africa Development Bank, says the conference is oversubscribed with business people from all over the world showing interest to invest in Africa. The bank's president says the African continent's untapped markets and a growing middle class make it an attractive investment destination. The continent's also home to 6 of the world's 10 fastest growing economies in 2018. Growth in the region, however, is weighed down by continued slow growth in the 2 largest economies, Nigeria and South Africa. And we move to news abroad. The African midterm elections, which officially drew to a close at 4 o'clock this morning when polls closed in Alaska, mark 2 years since Donald Trump was elected president. These midterm elections involve a combination of elections for the U.S. Congress, Senate, governorships, and local government and take place every 2 years. Republicans currently hold control of House of Representatives and the Senate, the two chambers which make up the U.S. Congress. All 435 seats in the House of Representatives and 35 out of the Senate's 100 seats are up for election, as well as 36 state governors. That's where we leave your morning headlines. Let's take a first look at your sport.
Thank you very much, Zoe. Let's quickly get into your sport headlines for your Wednesday morning, starting off with soccer news. Orlando Pirates moved to the summit of the ABSA Premiership table last night after a 2-1 win over Polokwane City at the Peter Mokaba Stadium. While City did manage a consolation goal in the 90th minute, Pirates crucially took control of the match midway through the second half, thanks to 2 goals in the space of 7 minutes. In action tonight, though, Mamelodi Sundowns host Free State Stars, while Kaizer Chiefs tackle Black Leopards. Staying with soccer, Liverpool lost their stronghold of Group C in the UEFA Champions League last night as they suffered a 2-0 loss to Red Star Belgrade in Serbia. The first half race from Milan Parkov sealed the famous win for Red Star, while for Liverpool, the result saw them lose a third consecutive Champions League away game for the first time in their history. In other results, Barca drew 1-1 with Inter Milan. Atletico beat Dortmund 2-0, while Tottenham edged PSV 2-1. And then over to tennis news. South Africa's Raven Klaasen and doubles partner Michael Venus have been placed in Group Lodra Santoro for next week's ATP Finals in London. Heading into the tournament as the 7th-ranked pair, Klaasen and Venus will have to come through a group that includes Jamie Murray, Bruno Soors, Juan Cabal and Robert Farah. Klaasen and Venus open their ATP Finals account on Sunday afternoon against Murray and Soors. As we leave your news or your sport headlines for now, we'll bring you another update in half an hour's time. Right now, let's get a first look as to what's happening in your weather for your Wednesday morning.
Thank you, Ewan. And before we jump into those temperatures, we just want to say thank you to the beautiful sunrise photos that are coming through on Facebook. Jock Knutzer sent us this beautiful orange skyline from Amanzimtoti in KZN. Now, partly cloudy conditions are expected today, reaching a maximum of 20 degrees. Well, on that note, let's take a full look at the temperatures countrywide, starting off in Polokwane. A low of 9 is expected with a high of 17. Mpumbela 9-17. Pretoria 9-23. Some thunder showers expected in Johannesburg with a high of 22. Sunny conditions in Mahikeng 11-27. Klerksdorp 8 with a high of 24. Kimberley 8-24, Bloemfontein 6-22. Some scattered showers expected in Richards Bay with a high of 21. If you're in Pietermaritzburg today, 7 with a high of 18 can be expected. Durban 14-21. Mthatha 6 with a high of 16. East London 11-17. Cradock 4 with a high of 20. Partly cloudy conditions in Port Elizabeth, a high of 19. George 10 reaching a high of 18 degrees. Now we have sunny conditions in Sutherland for today, 4 with a high of 20, Cape Town 12-23, Worcester 8 with a high of 26. If you're in Springboks, 13-28 is expected, and Uppington 13 with a high of 28 degrees Celsius. That's where we leave your weather. We'll have another update for you in half an hour.
Well, being the type of person that will never be left out when there's an occasion, I've decided this morning to dress up for Diwali. It is a big celebration, a huge one, a celebration of victory over bad and light over darkness. And I hope that everyone that's celebrating today has a fantastic day. Now, we've asked you to wish them a beautiful Diwali on Facebook using the hashtag Expresso Show. And some of your comments that have come through, here's Samkelo Ngobo saying, good morning, hope you are well, my favorite people, and happy Diwali. Ramokoni Mpalo says, morning fam, and happy Diwali to everyone celebrating. Bera Janki says, morning fam, happy Diwali. Bongingosi Rasi says, morning fam, and happy Diwali celebrations all day. Have you got a special message that you would like to share with everyone celebrating Diwali today on Facebook? Why don't you go to our Facebook page and leave that comment, hashtag Expresso Show.
Right, love it. We are starting off your Wednesday morning with some real feel-good vibes as we take a look at our spread. Good morning, Princess. Yes, sorting out Azar with a bit of a poppy seed muffin. How's that?
Ooh, how's that?
Sounds lekker. I'll have one on your behalf as well.
Yes.
So while we are waiting for that to just be ready, listen, we're going to be taking a quick break. When we come back, we're talking parenting with Laura Markovitz. It's all about teaching your child to be a good sport. So Zoe, we can't fight over the muffin.
No, we
you
can't,
see what I'm
but
saying?
you may have it because you ordered it.
Thank you. You see,
We're
that's exactly what we want.
That is, of course. And then we're also going to get to know our performer, Sean Kay, a little bit better. And what's the best way to do that? Over a muffin and a coffee. So we'll see you after the break.
Enjoy a moment in between with McCafe. See you after the break.
Only you can make my day. climb every mountain.
Breaking news, the golden boy of Britain's Got Talent is descending on our shores.
Tune in to Expresso on Tuesday, the 13th of November, as Callum Scott serenades us in the Expresso studio.
He will be the reason your hearts go soaring into the week.
So tune into your Feel Good Breakfast show weekdays 6 to 9 a.m. on SABC3. The stage is yours.
You are the reason. It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back to your Wednesday morning. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show, and thanks for starting the day off with us. Now, we all know we live in a highly competitive world, and there'll be some wins and there'll be some losses as well. And so as parents, it's very important to help our children navigate through this journey of being good at sport. A topic that's very, very important to me. We're joined in the studio this morning by certified parenting coach Laura Markovitz to offer some guidance on this topic. I love this. It is right up my alley.
This is up your alley, yes.
And something that I thought about, I think, long before my child was even conceived, about what kind of parent I would be and guiding them through a world of competition, knowing that I'm a very competitive person. So when we get things started off then, when we talk about being good at sport, what do you mean by it from a parenting, coaching perspective?
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, being good at sport and being a good sport, I think is something to think about, because obviously we want to be skillful and have agility, balance, coordination, speed, and play the game well. But I think if we're being a good sport about it, it's really playing in the spirit of the game, which means we can be good at it, we can have fun at it, and we can play sport with integrity, which means things like helping our opponents up, being able to acknowledge that our opponents played well, being able to acknowledge how we played. And I recently heard a Premier League soccer player talking about what they thought differentiated the good sports from the bad sports. And he was saying, you know, it's really those people who are able to get through a game that's really hard, a game that's going badly, and still be able to pick themselves up and keep going and not be crushed by that sort of thing.
So what would you say is the greater lesson and the importance of trying to teach our children to learn these kinds of behaviors, especially in a very competitive world? What are you trying to teach them?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's it. It is competitive out there. Competition's real. You know, we try and protect our kids from it and make sure that you kind of get rewarded just for participating or turning up. But the reality out there in the workplace and beyond is that competition's rife.
Yeah.
So we want to be giving them the skills that they're able to be resilient and be able to pick themselves up when things aren't going so well. So to be able to celebrate the wins when they are going well, and then also to manage the difficulties when it's not going so well. And those are important skills out there to keep your humanity together, even with your skills and what you do well and what you don't do so well. But to remember that you've got to be able to get through the wins, but also get through the losses.
Yeah. I think of myself as a parent. The other day I was thinking that my son hasn't really experienced pain, other than, you know, the odd injection he got. You know, but you look at a picture like we had now, where the kid is sitting there and he's disappointed and there's hurt and he didn't do so well. How can dealing with disappointment, or the feeling of disappointment itself, be a good thing for a child to experience?
Well, first of all, I think as parents, to sit here and see a picture like that breaks your heart.
Yeah, you don't want that.
And it's not something that we want to be seeing. But I think disappointment handled well is an incredible teacher. Disappointment handled badly can be really destructive for a child. But if we are teaching them that they can feel the disappointment, that they can acknowledge it, that we can say, sure, that was really hard. Didn't feel so great that you didn't get into the team that you wanted to. We saw that your friends got in and you didn't. That must be quite hard. To be able to acknowledge it, for them to know that that disappointment doesn't define them. It doesn't make them completely everything of who they are. And for them to know that they can actually get through it, that we can help them with practice, with hard work, with all that sort of stuff, that we can help them get through the disappointment. And that can be an incredible learning, to come out the other side of it and not be completely crushed and taken over by it, but it can be an incredible teacher.
Yeah.
So yeah, as much as we want to bubble wrap them, I think it's really important that we help them get through these disappointing moments.
Yeah, and teaching that the winning comes in getting up after every time you've lost, isn't it? All right. Well, we'll come back again and continue our conversation with our parenting coach, Laura Markovitz, teaching your children to be good at sports, but more importantly, to be good sports.
All right, is your entertainment knowledge on point? If it is, well then stand up, because this game is just for you. It's our emoji charades game, which tests your skills and your knowledge. We give you some clues and then you have to figure out if it's a movie, is it a song, how many words are in the title, and Zoe is here with the clues.
That's right. Well, before we give you clues, let's quickly check out the emojis that we're looking for today. So we have a song, it's one word, and a bunch of little girls.
6 of them.
6 of them. Well, you know, you can interpret it any way you want to. So the clues we have for you this morning is this pop song was released in 2016 by an American artist for her 6th studio album. The music video won 13 awards, including the Grammy for Best Music Video. And of course, it was Google's most searched song in 2016. And the artist will be coming to South Africa for the Global Citizen Festival. I feel like it's a dead giveaway.
It is such a dead giveaway. We already know it's a song. And
these emojis are spot on, actually.
The emojis are so spot on. And they come into the Global Citizen Festival. You cannot get it wrong, even if your entertainment knowledge wasn't on point. But do go on our social media and let us know if you think you know. Hashtag Expresso Show.
Crush, your daily dose of goodness. Now also available in long life.
Made with love by Clover.
So is it just me or was it tough?
That was a very tough
one.
It's 1, 2, 3, 6.
I don't know. I just
dancing girls. In I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe if you know, you can let us know. Listen, anyways, of course, Crush is spreading the goodness by giving away 20,000 pairs of school shoes. That's amazing.
Yes.
And some of South Africa's biggest celebrities have also joined the goodness crew to make a difference in 20,000 children's lives. Yeah. Now, Crush is on a mission to get everyone involved, spreading goodness, so they have asked you to share the goodness with your loved ones by nominating a deserving school in your province to receive school shoes in 2019.
Yeah, and the school nomination votes are in this week, and the province with the highest number of nominations so far is... Gauteng! This for the 3rd week in a row. Guys, where's the... Why Umon?
That's big. Thank you.
These people, they can't believe that, we're in the Western Cape. You didn't vote. That's the problem. You didn't vote.
Exactly.
Gauteng won. Congratulations. Highest number of nominations.
Exactly. But I mean, if you take a look... No, but you know what? However, KwaZulu-Natal is coming in close with the second highest number of nominations this week.
Well done.
So give a round of applause to KwaZulu-Natal as well.
Yes.
Yeah, come on, man. Go out and vote. This is such a worthy cause.
Dude.
And if you want to join the crew and share with or share the goodness with a worthy school in your province, just go out, buy your favorite crush juice, enter with the details on your pack, and you could win a part of 1 million rand in prizes for you and a friend as well.
Yeah, dude, we all know that feeling of having a new pair of school shoes and how much
the pride, man.
The pride and how much that contributed to how you went to school every single day, you know? So, come on, this is such a worthy cause to support, and this is our call to you to share the goodness by nominating a school in your province that could potentially receive a fantastic gift of school shoes in January 2019, and in so doing, help Crush share the goodness with those that you care about.
Crush, your daily dose of goodness. Now also available in long life.
Made with love by Clover.
All right, I hope you're getting that feel-good into your spirit this Wednesday. Is it Wednesday today? Wednesday morning. We've got a stunning performance lined up and a stunning act in studio to do so for us. Sean Kay is in the building on your Feel-Good Breakfast show.
Exciting things. And then we also will take a look at the difference between ADD and ADHD. That's all coming up after the break.
Voted best courier in South Africa for over 10 years, at Globe Flight, our approach is to simply keep our word. When the quality of our courier service was certified ISO 9001 compliant, it only confirmed what Globe Flight customers already know, that from domestic same day to international air freight, Globe Flight delivers smiles 24/7, 365.
Every Thursday evening at 7:30, Winner Home gives you the chance to be a weekly winner in our live Open the Door giveaway, where you get 3 chances to win big. Enter online now at winnerhome.tv and you automatically get entered into the grand prize competition, where you could win a fully decorated apartment at the Part of Play Lifestyle Estate in Somerset West, valued at over 3 million rand. The lucky winner will also get to choose which of the apartments beautifully decorated by our 3 competing duos they want to call home. Do you prefer the glamorous design aesthetic of Team RNK? Would you choose the Afrolicious style of Team Contrast Control? Does the permaculture of the Perma Peeps speak your design language? best of all, it doesn't matter which apartment you choose because all three have a spectacular view of the golf course and the mountains. Winner Home, Thursdays at 7:30 p.m. on SABC3 with a repeat on Saturday at 3 p.m. The stage is yours.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's a Wednesday. We're live, large, and in charge, hanging out with our guest artist, whom we're going to get to know very quickly. Ladies and gentlemen, Sean K is in the studio! Yeah! Traveled all the way from Namibia to join us. We're very proud. Very, very happy to have you here, sir. All right, so as I explained to you earlier on, rapid-fire series of questions. Just a bit of water in case your throat gets parched during this interview. And you answer with the first thing that comes to mind. Are you ready?
Yes.
Start the clock. Sean K, what is your favorite hobby?
Singing.
Your dream collaboration?
Stevie Wonder.
Oh, your text or calls?
Text.
Summer or winter?
Both.
No, you can't have both.
Summer.
The most important object you own?
My phone.
Your favorite app on your phone?
Instagram.
Would you rather live by the beach or a cabin in the woods?
Beach.
Chicken or beef?
Chicken.
Do you have a favorite South African musician?
Shekinah.
Your career if you weren't a musician?
I'll be a lawyer.
Yeah. You have to relive one day in your life forever. Which day would you choose?
I don't know.
That's a tough one. I'll give it. Saturdays or Sundays?
Sundays.
If you can invite 3 celebrities to dinner, who would they be?
Beyonce, and Beyonce.
You can't have too much of the Queen. Your favorite song of all time?
Georgia on My Mind, Ray Charles.
If you could call up anyone in the world and have an hour conversation with them, who would you call? Beyonce, probably.
No, sounds boring. Wow.
Yeah?
Wow,
Okay.
Trump. Trump.
You call Trump?
You know, because I need to ask him a few things. I need to
About
understand.
Namibia,
I need to...
All right, let's get to the music and talk about you as an artist. 2015 was a very important year in your life, a very traumatic year in your life. Give me more details about exactly what happened and how that has pushed you on along to be the artist that you are right now.
Yeah, so I started my I Want to musical journey in 2015. I've been singing before that, but I started working on this project, this album that I released this year in 2015.
Yes.
And it was supposed to have been released in 2015. You know, we did the music.
It's a whole 3 years
recorded,
ago.
you know, and then somehow in the middle, around June, I get information that I've got something on my brain, you know, and I had to have an emergency brain surgery. That happened quite quickly. It was like June I got the information, July I was in surgery, but then exactly a month to the day after my surgery, I was performing again.
Wow.
So it really was a miracle.
That's incredible. It does sound very miraculous. And here you are right now, 3 years later, with status updated, the debut album, which was supposed to be out then and out now. Was the songwriting process influenced post the surgery, and how did you go about it in order to put it together in terms of your inspiration, where it all came from, and how you made the music?
The songs were all written before the surgery. Like we had. So I did this project in collaboration with a very good friend of mine, who's also my producer, Mr. Andrew Marr. So he composed the music, and I wrote the lyrics, and we developed it together. But it's very much based on my life experience. You could put it that way. It's cliche to say that, but every song kind of has an aspect of my life in it.
Well, we're looking forward to hearing the music from a man who's once shared the stage with Joss Stone, Jonathan Butler, Jimmy Dludlu, just to name a few. So make sure you don't miss out on live performance from Sean K on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Yay!
Thank you very much. Let's quickly take a look at your news headlines, making it your Wednesday morning. Your national news. Police Minister Bekkie Cele says there has been a 36% decline in cash and transit robberies countrywide. More than 230 suspects involved in cash and transit robberies have been arrested since the upsurge in this type of crime earlier this year. And Ebomvini Primary School near Port of Shepstone on KwaZulu-Natal's south coast has stolen the limelight at an international water conservation competition in London, winning 2 top awards. Isihle Gaza and Asipile Mokondo, grade 7 pupils at Ebomvini, presented their school's projects at the event. Making international news headlines, the Africa Investment Forum gets underway in Johannesburg today. One of the organizers, the African Development Bank, says the conference is oversubscribed with business people from all over the world showing interest to invest in Africa. And the American midterm elections officially drew to a close at 4 o'clock this morning when polls closed in Alaska. We'll expand on those stories at the top of the hour. Right now, let's take another look at your sport headlines.
Well, Orlando Pirates moved to the summit of the ABSA Premiership table last night after a 2-1 win over Polokwane City at the Peter Mokaba Stadium. In other footballing news, Liverpool lost their stronghold of Group C in the UEFA Champions League last night as they suffered a 2-0 loss to Red Star Belgrade in Serbia. Elsewhere, Barca drew 1-1 with Inter Milan, while Atletico beat Dortmund 2-0. Moving over to tennis, South Africa's Raven Klaasen and doubles partner Michael Venus have been placed in the group Yodra Santoro for the next ATP's final in London. And that's a roundup of the major sporting headlines this morning.
Let's take a first look at the roads. We start off in KwaZulu-Natal in Durban South. Now on the N2 southbound, there's some roadworks. This is just before Prospecton interchange. That right lane's been closed and delays can be expected. Allow for some extra travel time this morning. And then we move to Gauteng in Bedford View, where there's been an accident involving a truck on the N3 northbound, and this is after the Linksfield Road exit. Heavy delays can be expected, so please approach with caution. That's where we leave your roads. Another update coming your way in half an hour.
Thank you very much, Zoe. Let's quickly take a look at your weather and your temperatures once again for your Wednesday morning. We've also asked you to send in some of your pictures showing us what it looks like in your parts of the world. And we want to say thank you to Alan Rudnicki. Good morning, Alan, who sent us a spectacular sunrise picture from Bloubergstrand in the Western Cape. Beautiful, beautiful part. Also my valley, actually, Alan. Thank you very much. You can expect sunny conditions with warmer temperatures reaching a maximum of 23 degrees. Please continue sending your pictures. We'd love to take a look and share it with them right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. You can just post those pictures on our Expresso Morning Show SABC3 Facebook page. Your temperatures going into your Wednesday morning. Polokwane starting off on 9 minimum, reaching a high of 17 degrees with some thunder showers expected. Some rain forecast for Mbombela, 9:17. Pretoria, 9:23. Johannesburg, 7, reaching a high of 22 with some thunder showers expected. Maiking, 11:27. Klerksdorp, 8:24. Kimberley, 8 and a high of 24 as well. Bloemfontein, 6:22. Richards Bay, 12:21. Pietermaritzburg 7:18, Durban 14:21, Mthatha on 6 minimum, your maximum 16 degrees, East London 11:17, Cradock 4:20, Port Elizabeth 12 and a half 19, George 10:18, Sutherland starting off on 4 minimum, your maximum 20, Cape Town 12:23, Worcester 8:26, Springboks 13:28, and Uppington starting off on 13, also reaching a high of 28 degrees. That's a wrap of your weather and your temperatures for the 6:30 bulletin. We'll bring you another update at the top of the hour.
Don't fear the flu. Boost your immune system with Effaflu C Immune Booster by Pharmadynamics. Effective, affordable healthcare.
All right, it's time to spin the wheel and let you win big with our friends from loot.co.za, and all our prizes this week inspired by the great outdoors and your desire to explore summer with family, hanging out in our own backyard and seeing our beautiful natural splendor. Whether it is that you love climbing mountains, camping, hiking, whatever it may be, this is where you want to be. You want to be entering the competition by downloading the latest version of the loot.co.za app. Once you've done so, take a screenshot of the home screen of that app and then send it to 071-640-6551. Doing that, we might be calling you to spin the wheel and win big. Now, here's what we're doing. We're now taking the competition one step further. By now, not only is spinning the wheel for you to win big, but also giving you a chance to win your festive loot.co.za wish list to the value of 10,000 10,000 Rand. And it's very, very easy. All you need to do is visit loot.co.za on the app or on your computer desktop. Then register if you haven't done so already. And then create a festive wish list by hearting the item on the app or adding it to a wish list on your desktop computer to the value of 10,000 Rand. Then screen grab that wish list and then WhatsApp it to 071 640 6551. Now, of course, a wish list is simply that what you would love to have for the season. So as you go through the different items on the app or on the desktop, these are the ones that you would pick and say, well, I would love to have this. It's like a wish list. Everyone has that, especially at this time of the year. All right, but right now, the prizes are ready. We have stuff like the Char Griller Acorn Kamado valued at 10,999 Rand. We've got the Alva 3 burner Hot Wheel with a case and Alva Amakuka stand, 2,382. There they are on the screen. I believe Tlotlang is on the phone. Tlotlang.
Hello, Scotty. How are you, man?
Tlotla this morning. Thanks so much for entering the competition. Welcome to it. So, udiboni di prize ga kerene.
Yeah, ngidijele fa.
Okay, so unchaile gore ke feng o ka ratang?
Oh, the Char Griller, eh?
The Char Griller at 10,999. Ke a go bona gore you're an outdoors man.
So,
Tlotla bo tsere bodi prize wa twatela.
Around the corner.
All right, so we're hoping that the wheel will land at number 1 for you. Must I spin it all the way? Must I just give it a little bit of force, or just give it a punch? How would you like it to go?
Spin it all the way, bro.
All the way for you, Tlotlang. Good luck. Here's to hoping you win that prize you desire with loot.co.za. Come on! All right, here we go. So right now it's going super fast. I'm sure you can hear it, Tlotlang. Number 1 has just been passed. Let's hope it gets around to it again. But of course, there's lots of other great prizes to win as well. Yeah. All right, here we go. It's slowing down. Oh, my word. Oh, it skipped number 1. It's gone out to number 7, which is the Alva 3 burner Hot Wheel with a case and Alva Amakuka stand valued at 2,383 Rand. Is all yours, Tlotlang. Yeah, man. How do you feel, dog?
Well, I'm excited, eh?
Yeah, man. I'm very, very excited for you, and I'm hoping that this prize will contribute rather, to you having a even more festive holiday this coming season. Thanks for entering the competition, man. Have a good day.
Okay.
Fantastic stuff. So you can be like Tlotlang as well by entering the competition. All the details are very, very easy to get around. So what you got to do, download the latest version of the loot.co.za app. Then what you got to do, once it's there, screen grab that home screen and send it to 071 640 6551. That's 071 640 6551. And here's the very, very cool things. There's lots on offer on loot.co.za. One of the latest that they have that'll really help you entertain at home this summer is the Weber Genesis 2 that is now priced at 14,999 Rand. And that is down from 19,999 Rand. So that's a total saving of 5,000 Rand. It's an incredible deal. Go and check it out. And they have so many others as well. And like I said to you, we are taking the competition a step further and a chance for you to win your wish list valued at 10,000 Rand. Go to the app or go to loot.co.za on your desktop. Click your wish list, and once you've done so, screen grab that and send it to 071 640 6551. That was our first caller. We still have 2 more to go, and there'll be more winning after the break with loot.co.za.
This coming Thursday on Winner Home, the competition gets cooking as the design duos start creating the heart of their home with some of the most ambitious collaborations yet. Will their designs be a recipe for success, or will it all go up in flames?
Well, we're all about pushing boundaries, honey. The highlight of the space is going to be this unit here.
Yes, that is wild. Catch the design drama on Winner Home Thursdays at 7:30 p.m. on SABC3, with a repeat on Saturday at 3 p.m. The stage is yours. Winner Home, proudly brought to you by Capitec and Private Property, with Samsung products designed for your connected lifestyle. Grand Prize Luxury Penthouse Apartment by Baldwin Properties.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. You're tuned into your Feel Good Breakfast Show Expresso right here on SABC3. Thank you very much for joining us. It's your Wednesday morning. Now, of course, it was with the launch of the BioStrath Exam Challenge on Monday, where with the help of BioStrath, we'll be tracking the progress of 4 students writing their exams, and we'll be keeping a very close eye on them to see just how big a difference BioStrath is making in assisting them through their exams as well. Now, we do know that some of the students who especially struggle, I think, with school are those who have ADD or ADHD. And this morning we have educational psychologist Anel Annandale with us once again. And we'll be talking about ADHD and how we can manage it in the classroom. Anel, thank you very much for joining us this morning. Lovely to have you. I haven't seen you in a while. Welcome back.
Thank you.
So ADD and ADHD, please just unpack it. What's the big difference here between the two?
So it really is, if you look at what the acronyms stand for, it's attention deficit disorder and attention deficit hyperactivity disorder.
Okay.
With the only difference really being the hyperactivity.
Okay.
And yet they present so differently. They're two sides of the same coin, and yet your children with ADD are generally your quiet, daydreamer. Usually the teacher kind of almost forgets they're in the class.
Yeah.
Whereas the ADHD kids are busy and they, need to move and they need to fidget and...
Yeah. So help us out. Maybe moms and parents and dads out there. How can we go about recognizing? What are there specific signs that you need to look out for? If you suspect that something might be going on with regards to ADD or ADHD.
So as professionals, there's specific things that we would look at, but to make it easier for parents, it really comes down to three things really. We'd look at distractibility and a loss of focus. We'd look at fidgetiness and a difficulty in sitting still or perhaps hyperactivity. And we'd look at impulsivity, often just shouting out an answer or choosing an answer without really thinking about it. And these are the kind of kids that you'll see who, in a classroom or one-on-one situation, they show huge potential, and yet they often make seemingly careless mistakes, or in a test situation, they won't perform to their true potential.
Yeah. Is it quite difficult to diagnose ADD or ADHD? Because, there can be so many other lifestyle factors that play a role as well.
They absolutely can. And I think, when I get a child, somebody comes to me and says, my child is battling to concentrate, there could be 100 reasons for that.
Yeah, no, exactly, because I feel like I've heard a lot of stories that, maybe doctors prescribe medicine because, oh no, it's ADD or ADHD, without really looking at what is the background, what is going on. But if you have kind of assessed that your child has a form of ADD or ADHD, is it possible to treat it naturally without resorting to your conventional medicines? Because that's the last thing I would want as a parent for my kids.
I think that, whether you go on medication or not, there's a lot of natural things that we need to do anyway. The medication often isn't enough on its own anyway. So if you go the natural route or not, what you need to do is we need to make sure that these children often have very good, solid structures in place. They like routine, giving them breaks quite often, making sure that they get a lot of physical activity and movement and exercise, breaking tasks up into smaller units for them as well. Because sometimes, they look at a task and it seems so overwhelming when you can't concentrate. But break it up into smaller units and they can cope quite well.
Absolutely. But on the flip side, are there any positives to being ADHD?
There definitely are. There's so many. So ironically, one of the things we see is something called hyperfocus. So, we describe it as a situation where children can't concentrate, yet this phenomenon where they can hyperfocus means that they can focus on something they're interested in for hours and you almost can't get their attention away. So generally, if they're doing something they enjoy, they're very good at it. They're often very curious. They want to explore. They want to look at new things. And they're not always scared of taking risks, which is nice. Sometimes you need them to be a little bit sort of brave and take the risk and go for it.
Yeah, you see, to me, that is a big plus point. My youngest brother actually was ADHD, and now he's a pilot for a big airline in Hong Kong. How is that,
Amazing.
Love it. Anel, thank you very much for joining us. I really appreciate it. Now, of course, with 100% natural formulation and containing over 60 nutrients, BioStrath gives our bodies everything we need to stay healthy. Stay sharp for the end of the year exam with BioStrath, that is, as it is clinically proven to assist with focus, immune support, energy and recovery, and also stamina. Now, here's the thing. You can stand a chance of winning the grand prize of a stationery starter pack for 2019 and BioStrath products to the value of 3,000 Rand to get you off on the right start for 2019. So what you need to do is simply head on over to our social media pages and tell us how would BioStrath actually help you start your day today or help you in your day-to-day challenges. Easy as that. And then just include the hashtag BioStrath Exam Challenge.
Only BioStrath gives your body more than 60 of the essential nutrients it needs every day. BioStrath. Get what you need naturally.
So we're back again with certified parent coach Laura Markovitz, and in today's discussion, how to teach your kids to be good at sport, and more importantly, to be good sport. So in fact, let's recap with that first, Laura, about why it is, what we mean first by teaching your child to be good at sports and why it's so important for them to learn that.
Yeah, because we're saying, you know, well, as much as sporting, we're learning skills like agility, balance, coordination, speed, all that sort of stuff. It's an opportunity to learn really important lessons about navigating the world. So learning how to handle competition, learning how to pick yourself up when things haven't gone so well, opportunities for resilience, being able to help the opponents if they are down, being able to pick yourself up when you're down. So these are really important lessons that go beyond just being an excellent sports person.
Yeah. Now, let's say you so happen to have an excellent and talented child in the sporting field, and they're very competitive as well, they just excel. Can it be a bad thing to encourage that competitive spirit in them?
Absolutely not. You know, I mean, I think competition it's not necessarily a bad thing.
Yeah.
It's something that I think a lot of us shy away from, and we want to keep everything equal and fine. But if you've got a child who excels and who loves and is passionate about what they're doing, of course we should be encouraging them. I think the how we're encouraging them is really important. So things to think about with the child who is really good as well is remembering our stuff and our experience of sport and not projecting that onto them. So to remember it's about them. Keeping things varied so that they're not putting absolutely all their eggs into one basket, even if they are a fantastic soccer player, that they get to do other things as well as that. So keeping things varied, keeping things interesting, and then not getting completely taken over by the competition. So it's not win at all costs. It's not winning and taking everyone down in your path. And it's most importantly not taking yourself down in your path. So it's absolutely great to be encouraging a child who's competitive and who's good at it, but remembering to keep them humble, to keep them humane, and to remember to try and teach them balance so that they really do have a balanced life where they are able to socialize, do other things as well as the sport that they're passionate about.
Let's talk about the importance of teaching your children to self-evaluate rather than waiting for feedback to come from an outside stimulus and taking that on as the most important outcome of, you know, let's say a cricket game, a soccer game, whatever, and how that translates then further on into life. How important is it to teach them to self-evaluate, to say, this is how I feel about the outcome and this is how I want to feel about it?
Well, I think as parents, so to come from our perspective, is we've got to remember our role. We're not the coach. We're not the teacher. So to remember that on the sidelines, if that's, you know, the coach is doing exactly. So just remember to be the parent. And so to give our children the space to self-evaluate, first of all. So when they come off the soccer field or whatever sport they're coming off. Thank you for those examples. When they're coming off, to actually ask them, how did you feel about the game? How do you think you played? Because when we are giving our immediate stamp of approval or disapproval, it doesn't actually give them a healthy sense to be able to assess how they are doing. And that's a really important thing in life, for them to know how they feel about it and how they can then work on how they've been doing without me going, why did you play like that? Wow,
it's going to be a hard thing when your kid comes off the cricket pitch and they've just scored a ton for you to not go, oh my word, I'm so proud. Just like, how do you feel?
So absolutely.
And then afterwards give feedback, I'm so proud of you.
And we're not looking to be contrived and holding back and like, oh, I need to think. So be yourself, be authentic, but just remember to make space for them as well and not just ourselves.
I think those are some great words to close off with, Laura. Thank you very, very much. And I'll take you to a couple of cricket games. I know that you struggle with that a little bit so that you can appreciate the sport of gentlemen. But to all parents out there, and I hope that this was an enlightening conversation with you. If you'd like to link up with Laura a little bit more, you can find at www.coachparents.co.za.
Well, we're about to spread a little bit of goodness. Woolies values what it means for family and loved ones to be together at Christmas. That's why this year they are helping 100 South Africans reunite with the ones that's most special to them. Now, if you would like to be reunited with your family, your loved ones, or know of someone who needs a helping hand in getting home this year, nominate a loved one or tell us your story, and we can make it happen with a bus ride or even a plane ticket.
My brother is a soldier and he's so in love with this girl. If they could be together this Christmas, it will make him the most happiest man.
My dad was adopted. It has been a dream of mine to take him to the Eastern Cape so that my kids can know their real roots.
There's a lady, a female car guard actually. She goes home once, twice a year. So let's help him Cozy get home.
I try not to miss Christmas with my two little sisters, but it's getting harder and harder.
Please take me home to my son. When he sees me, it will be the best Christmas present he would ever get.
Zoe.
It's that time of the year.
Zoe's literally even crying here. It really does pull at the heartstrings. And it's true. It's that time of the year we value our relationships most, and I can totally relate to some of these stories here. I mean, some of them are quite grand, but I have been in Cape Town now, having had to move from Joburg, and I have totally been isolated from my family, who is in Hammanskraal. So I really do miss so many of the people, obviously my family, especially my grandmother, and especially during Christmas. For years, it's been a tradition to spend Christmas with my family, especially my grandmother. And this year, I'm finding that I might not be able to go do that for different reasons. I've had to settle down here and find a place and all of that. So if I had to nominate someone, I would nominate myself to be taken home, or I would nominate for my grandmother to be brought here so we can spend Christmas together and have those fond memories really be reignited.
That's right, and I think a lot of people have stories similar to yours, Thabiso. So would you like to bring someone special home this Christmas, or would you like to spend it with your loved ones? It really is that easy. So all you need to do is visit www.bringithome.net and nominate yourself or someone you know who needs help getting home this Christmas.
That's right. To get the link, all you need to do is SMS the keyword HOME to 33728. Each SMS costs R1.50. No free SMSs apply. T's and C's can be found on expressoshow.com. And remember, it's not about how grand your story is, but more about your personal, heartfelt story. The competition ends on the 9th of December 2018.
That's right. Let's make this Christmas one to remember.
That is such a great initiative, hey? Helping people get home. But listen, we're going to take a short break. When we come back, Sean K will be doing his thing live on the mic. Don't miss out on that.
Looking forward to that, and we'll run you through the top tracks that's rocking the charts as your 5FM Top 40. After the break, stick around.
Don't take credit. Unexpected coming from a bank. But just think about it. Using credit to finance a flashy lifestyle to show that you've arrived won't help you live better. What's new today is old tomorrow, except for the debt that you still have to pay. But do take credit to renovate your home, buy a more reliable car, or pay for your children's education. If that's your goal, then Capitec will help you realize your dreams. Because living better starts when you get credit for the right reasons.
Yeah.
night we go out. You like it when I dance and get high. I take you home, radio on. We stay up talking till the morning light.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Happy birthday, a very happy birthday to you.
Oh, it's a very special day. Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show, because every day millions of people, they get to celebrate their birthdays all over the world. So we're just about to take a quick moment as we welcome today, the 7th of November, and we thought we'd give you, our special viewers, a birthday shout out.
Absolutely. So first and foremost, we have Petronella, who would like to wish Lelo a happy birthday today. Good morning,
birthday,
Petronella, and happy birthday, Lelo. Wow, look at that. Slaying.
Second one on the list of the many, many birthdays is Denise, who would like to give a shout out to Ilana and says, happy birthday, beautiful. Hope you have an awesome, special day. Enjoy. Much love, friend Denise.
There we go. Happy birthday, Ilana. And then Ilham would like to wish his son Zubair a happy birthday, saying thank you for being such a good son and brother. May the Almighty grant all your wishes made for you and by you. Enjoy your day, champ.
Love that brotherly love. And then the Raymond family would like to wish their daughter Courtney a blessed 25th birthday today on the 7th of November. Happy birthday,
happy
Courtney.
Birthday, Courtney.
Special one for you, man.
Man, happy birthday to everyone celebrating their birthdays. And if you would like to be like them and want us to give you a shout out, thank you so much, Princess. Give you a shout out live right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Send your contact details and picture to birthdays@kadova.tv and we will do the right things.
And we'll also eat that piece of cake on your behalf.
Yes, cake and sparkles.
Well, it's a bright and sunshiny Wednesday morning here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We've got Sean K in the house. He's about to share music with us from his debut album called Status Updated. Here's a song called Body's the One.
Your body, yeah. Your body, your body, body, body. Friday night, we go out. You like it when I dance and get it high. I take you home, radio on. We stay up talking till the morning light. Yeah. And when I wake up, I look into your eyes. The first thing you do is smile. You bring me life. I tell you a dream, it seems like they're right there. The way that you care, you know how to listen to me. And what else, yeah. Your body is the one. Your body is the one. Your body is the one for me. Your body is the one. Here we go, Saturday night, we stay in. I sometimes like it when we fuss and fight. But in the end, it all works out. Things get better when you do the right. But when I wake up, I look into your eyes. The first thing you do is smile. You bring me life.
right there. The way that you care, you know how to listen to me. And what else, yeah. Your body is the word. Your body is the word. Your body is the one for me. So I don't you tell me I'm the one, only one. Tell me I'm the one, only one. Tell me I'm the one, only one. Would you tell me I'm the one, only one? Tell me I'm the one, only one. Tell me I'm the one, only one. Tell me I'm the one, only one. Tell me I'm the one, only one for you. 'Cause I don't know what I'd do if you took that body from me. Your body is the one. Your body is the one. Your body is the one for me. Your body is the one. Your body is the one. Yeah. Your body is the one for me. Your body is the one. Thank you.
Hey, well done, man. What an awesome way to start your Wednesday. We'll have another performance from him a little bit later on this morning. Right now, though, time to get back into your news headlines for your Wednesday morning. We're starting off with your national news. Police Minister Bheki Cele says there's been a 36% decline in cash and transit robberies countrywide. The minister commended the police for their sterling work by effecting arrests on the criminals who even used explosives and heavy weapons to carry out what he calls heinous crimes. More than 230 suspects involved in cash and transit robberies have been arrested since the upsurge in this type of crime earlier this year. Cele also lauded police investigation teams working on Advocate Peter Mahalik and the Khoza family murder cases. And Ebomvini Primary School near Port Shepstone on the KwaZulu-Natal south coast has stolen the limelight at an international water conservation competition in London, winning 2 top awards. Representing South Africa at the Water Explorer 2018 in the British capital, the school received the Innovation and Students' Choice Awards. Learners from 11 participating countries, including Turkey, Germany and Malta, agreed that Ebomvini's projects were the most creative. These included turning chip and sweet wrappers into eco-bricks, which were used to make outdoor furniture. Esihle Gaza and Asipile Mokondo, grade 7 pupils at Ebomvini, presented their school's projects at the event. Making international news this morning, the Africa Investment Forum gets underway in Johannesburg today. One of the organizers, the African Development Bank, says the conference is oversubscribed with business people from all over the world showing interest to invest in Africa. The bank's president, Akinwumi Adesina, says the African continent's untapped markets and a growing middle class make an attractive investment destination. The continent is also home to 6 of the world's 10 fastest growing economies in 2018. Growth in the region, however, is weighed down by continued slow growth in the 2 largest economies, Nigeria and South Africa. And the American midterm elections, which officially drew to a close at 4 o'clock this morning when polls closed in Alaska, marks 2 years since Donald Trump was elected president. These midterm elections involve a combination of elections for the U.S. Congress, Senate governorships and local government and take place every 2 years. Republicans currently control the House of Representatives and the Senate, the 2 chambers which make up the U.S. Congress. All 435 seats in the House of Representatives and 35 out of the Senate's 100 seats are up for election, as well as 36 state governors. That's where we leave your news headlines. For the 7 o'clock bulletin, we'll bring you another update in half an hour's time.
Sports news headlines at the top of the hour. Orlando Pirates moved to the summit of the ABSA Premiership table last night after a 2-1 win over Polokwane City at the Peter Mokaba Stadium. Now, while City did manage a consolation goal in the 90th minute, Pirates crucially took control of the match midway through the second half, thanks to 2 goals in the space of 7 minutes. In action tonight, Mamelodi Sundowns host Free State Stars while Kaizer Chiefs tackle Black Leopards. Moving further afield, Liverpool lost their stronghold on Group C of the UEFA Champions League as last night they suffered a 2-0 loss to Red Star Belgrade in Serbia. Now, a first-half brace from Milan Pavkov sealed the famous win for Red Star, and while for Liverpool, the results saw them lose a 3rd consecutive Champions League away game for the first time in their history. In other results, Barca drew 1-1 with Inter Milan, Atletico beat Dortmund 2-0, while Tottenham edged PSV 2-1. And finally, South Africa's Raven Klaasen and doubles partner Michael Venus have been placed in Group Jorda Santoro for next week's ATP Finals in London. Heading into the tournament as the 7th-ranked pair, Klaasen and Venus will have to come through a group that includes Jamie Murray, Bruno Suarez, Juan Cabal and Robert Ferrer. Klaasen and Venus opened their ATP Final account on Saturday afternoon against Murray and Suarez. And that's a roundup of the major sporting headlines.
Let's take another look at the roads in Gauteng in Florida. There's been a water pipe burst on the corner of Main Reef and Spencer Road. Heavy delays can be expected in the area, so please make use of an alternative route this morning. And in the Western Cape in Guguletu on the N2 northbound, there's congestion between Airport Approach Road and Rapenburg Road. The average traveling time is only about 30 kilometers an hour, so you can expect delays of up to about 10 minutes. If you see anything else, you can always let us know, but we'll have another update for you in half an hour.
Right, let's quickly take another look at your weather and your temperatures going into your Wednesday. We also asked you to send in some of your pictures. Thank you very much for taking the time and sending your pictures. Right now, we have a picture from Sinovoyo Jijana. Thank you and good morning, Sinovoyo. Sent us a beautiful cloudy skyline from Dwesa in the Wild Coast. Looks beautiful. Thank you very much for sharing there. Partly cloudy conditions for you that can be expected with some morning showers as well in the area, reaching a cool maximum of 18 degrees. Sinovoyo, thank you very, very much. Once again, appreciate you taking the time sending us that picture, but you can do so as well if you have a beautiful picture, maybe a sunrise picture that you took this morning. Post it on our Expresso Morning Show SABC3 Facebook page and we'll gladly share them with the nation right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Your temperatures going into your Wednesday morning: Polokwane 9 minimum, reaching a high of 17 with some thunder showers expected. Rain forecast for Mbombela 9-17 as well. Pretoria can expect some thunder showers, 9 minimum, your maximum 23. Johannesburg 7-22, also with a couple of thunder showers expected. Mahikeng 11-27. Klerksdorp 8-24, Kimberley 8 and a half 24 degrees, Bloemfontein 6-22, Richards Bay 12-21 with some scattered showers expected. Pietermaritzburg 7-18, Durban 14-21, Mthatha on 6 minimum, reaching a high of 16. East London 11-17, Cradock 4-20, Port Elizabeth 12 and a half 19 degrees, George 10-18, Sutherland 4 minimum, reaching a high of 20. Cape Town 12 and a high of 23, Worcester 8-26, Springbok 13-28, and Uppington starting off on 13, also reaching a maximum of 28 degrees. As we leave your weather and your temperatures for the 7 o'clock bulletin, we'll get into sharing some of your pictures and another look at your temperatures in half an hour's time.
We all know there's nothing smoother than winning when you buy Tropica with the Tropica Smooth Fan Competition. And of course, you stand a chance of winning incredible instant prizes. And this week, Tropica lovers stand a chance of winning those amazing prizes courtesy of our friends at Lewis.
And you know what? Lewis has 36 months to pay, same-day delivery, and an optional extended 2-year guarantee. They really will welcome our Tropica Smooth fans home.
Don't forget, there's also that matter of the grand prize of 250,000 Rand cash in Tuana.
It's the one.
250,000 large cash, bye. And of course, a Honda Amaze Comfort CVT, which will be fitted with genuine Honda seats just for your comfort.
That's right. Now, all you have to do is buy a Tropica, follow the details on the pack, select your favorite celebrity, and stand a chance to win instant prizes, airtime, and so much more. T's and C's can be found on tropica.co.za.
Go ahead and win.
Oh, well, listen, we're about to take the quickest of breaks. Princess, please may I have a cup of tea and a croissant for breakfast? Sounds good.
Sounds good. Listen, we're going to be taking a very quick break while Zoe waits for her order, which is on the go.
There we go.
A Rooibos iced tea, pomegranate, And cranberry fizz, that's what we're making. It's a nice little iced tea vibe, cool you down with the hot summer temperatures. Perfect to just refresh you on a Wednesday.
Sounds good. And then we connect with the 5FM team to find out what's happening in the music scene with the top 40 tracks on 5FM. We'll see you after the break.
Clover Crush, 100% pure fruit juice packed with vitamins and no added sugar. Crush your daily dose of goodness, now available in long life. Crush is spreading goodness by giving away 20,000 pairs of school shoes. See pack for details and stand a chance to win 1 million rand in prizes for you and a friend. Nominate a school to receive school shoes.
Made with love by Clover.
Baby, 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 baby. I'm just trying to call your number. I just want to hear your voice. Baby, 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 baby. I got a little news to tell you before anybody else. It's been a long week, oh, and my soul hurts. Oh, with nothing to show for all the trouble piling up around me. There seems to be some kind of target. I'm being
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's a Wednesday morning, and you know what? Excitement is ramping up, not just in Mzansi, but all throughout the world for the 2018 Mandela 100 Global Citizen Festival. And of course, some of the continent and the world's hottest musical acts are descending on Mzansi on Sunday, the 2nd of December, in the name of celebrating Ntate Mandela's centenary year. And since the festival is, of course, being put on by the international organization called Global Citizen, who are taking a stand against extreme poverty, we want to take a closer look at the artists who have motivated a global movement to move closer to a goal of zero poverty by 2030. We really want to make that happen.
And we have some incredible people out there. And
Yeah.
even though she's only been on the scene for the last 2 years, South African rapper Shaw Majosi has certainly taken the world by storm.
Yo.
Her unique rhythm and poetry stylings are wrapped in this Chitonga language, and she is widely praised for proudly shining a light on values and norms that comprise of being an African in today's day and age.
Yeah, she's passionately known, or as she calls herself the captain of the Limpopo Champions League.
There we go.
Now, she was actually born Maya Vegerif in Limpopo province in May of 1992, and she's also known for her hit collaborations with prominent South African acts like OK Malum Cool Cat, Rouge and Muesli, just to name a few, and she's been smashing it on the global scene, recently performing in New York for both the Afro Punk Festival and the Global Citizen Festival 2018 main event.
How incredible. And speaking of her involvement in the up-and-coming festival, she said, without the sacrifices of great South Africans like Nelson Mandela, I wouldn't be able to live the life I lead today. Performing at Global Citizen Festival is a small tribute to his legacy, and I cannot wait to take the stage in December.
Guys, listen to that. You know what? My Xitsonga isn't so sharp, so it's fine. When it's huku time, I huku, eh? I huku. Now, listen, the next draw for ticket allocations takes place on Tuesday, the 13th of November. So take the action journey to be part of this special moment and join Shoma Josie and others in being the generation that changes the world around you for the better. You can visit globalcitizen.org.za to get all the information and to know exactly what you need to do to get your tickets for what will surely be the concert of a lifetime. And then you can also just...
Right, so next up on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, we're going to be taking a look at those top local and international tracks. It's your 5FM Top 40 with Nick Hammond.
That's right. Shoma Josie's got some brand new music, and Black Coffee represents South African acts with his music. And the question is it enough to dethrone Marshmallow from the top position? There's only one way to find out. Here is Nick Hammond.
Hey you guys, what's going on? It's Nick Hammond here, back to recap the 5FM Top 40 from this past weekend. And like we always do, let's jump straight into the charts and begin by looking at the biggest new entries that hit the 5FM Top 40 this weekend. Beginning at number 7, it's new music from Shoma Josie called Then coming in this week at number 34, it's new music from Car Ladies all over the 5FM Top 40 and all over the world at the moment. This one is called Sun City. Time to check out my Move and Shaker picks for the week. The first one has gone from 37 to 32 after just 2 weeks on the charts. It's now the third single of his latest album, Critical as Water. He's back in SA at the moment. He's a superstar. His name is Jeremy Loops. The track is called Let's Go, Let's Go. So harmonize your feelings, keep on. My second Move and Shaker pick this week is a re-entry onto the 5FM Top 40. It's so beautiful when this happens, especially when it's local. At number 17, it's Questa with one of the big songs of the summer called Furbai. Time to check out the top 10 biggest songs in music from this past weekend. Beginning at number 10, dropping down. We all thought this one was going to hold itself in the pole position. It's AKA with Fella in Versace. You know they call me Fella in Versace. Fella in Versace. Coming in at number 9 this week on the 5FM Top 40. Back-to-back of local at 10 and then 9 again. It's Manu Worldstar with Nali. This week at number 8, it's a former number 1 from Maroon 5 teaming up with Cardi B called Girls Like You. Run around with guys like me till sundown. When I come through, I need a girl like you, yeah. Then coming in at number 7, Sam Smith's second attempt at dance music teaming up with Calvin Harris on the 5FM Top 40. It's called No Promises. I made no promises. I can't do golden rings, but I'll give you everything. Then at number 6, it's longtime songwriter, finally turned singer Eastside from Benny Blanco, Halsey, and Khaled. Then we grew up, started to touch, used to kiss underneath the light on the back of the bush. Oh, no, halfway through the back end of the top 10, at number 5, it's Dianoro with In My Mind, one of the big dance tunes of the summer. Coming in at number 4, it's Busiswa, Prince KB, and TNS local music heating up the dance floors. It's Banu Moya. Somehow seemingly staying steady at number 3 for yet another week in a row, but just not able to crack those number 2 positions on the 5FM Top 40. It's George Ezra with Shotgun. Shotgun underneath the hot sun, feeling like a someone. Then coming in at number 2, this is a former number 1 on the 5FM Top 40. It's local versus international, Black Coffee versus David Guetta with Delilah Montague on the vocals. It's called Drive. As always, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to keep listening to me on Hammond Time, Monday to Friday, 9 to 12. And of course, every Saturday, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. as together we find out which track is going to take the number 1 spot on the 5FM Top 40. And speaking of which, this past weekend, for another week in a row, it's gone to Marshmello and Bastille with Happy. Lately, I've been thinking, I want you to be happier.
Oh, we are blessed with such a beautiful day. It is outside, it is sunny. It's not as hot as it looks though, but we're going to make sure you stay cool this summer. So we're about to make a fresh pack of Rooibos cranberry and pomegranate iced tea fizz. It's a mouthful.
It's a mouthful.
But it's going to be delicious.
Can I just correct you quickly?
Yes.
It is as hot as it looks.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
For him.
I'm just saying. No, listen, this is a great recipe to cool you down. It is a beautiful day, and this is something that you can nicely sit and enjoy if you have a beautiful view. This is exactly the drink that you want to have in your hand. So we're going to make it. So we got our fresh pack Rooibos tea cranberry pomegranate flavor, and I love this variant. Absolutely amazing. full of antioxidants, naturally sugar-free, naturally caffeine-free as well. And it's also, of course, the #1 rooibos tea in South Africa.
There we go.
Okay, so let me get
so
2
you're
tea
gonna
bags out
add
here.
some to some hot water. So we're
Yes.
making like a normal cup of tea.
Yes, so I'm going to add 2 because there's 2 of us, you know,
Yes.
and there's enough for 2 cups.
And the more flavor, the better.
Exactly.
So there we go.
So essentially, you want to steep this for about 3 to 4 minutes, naturally. I like to actually leave the tea bags in because
flavor.
that's the great thing about rooibos. So you're going to steep that in, I'm going to fast forward, all right? So I'm going to fast forward. But if you want to get your hands on the recipe, the keyword is fresh pack, SMS that to 33728. Okay, now you might wonder, there's a difference between these two. This is the final product. Look at the color difference. Okay, I'll tell you now exactly why.
How did you get it this
Watch.
dark?
So I'm just going to take the tea bag out quickly.
Naturally at home,
been
you
3 or
said
4
we'll do
minutes
about
now.
3 to 4 minutes.
We have some pomegranate juice.
Ah.
Dun, dun, dun.
There we go.
And look at that. It's like magic. It's like magic. And then you let that cool in the fridge. You want it nice and cold because after all, it is an iced tea. And then you have your final product.
Which is there.
Pour some ice for us in there.
Add
It's
some
very,
ice.
very easy. So refreshing.
There we go.
There we go. And then I'm just going to top it up. And look at us fancy with our bamboo straws as well.
Yes, yes, yes. We're saying no to plastic. There we go.
That's it. That goes in
And
there.
there's something about a flavor combination between pomegranate and cranberry that just
man.
works so well.
So amazing. And then we need to add a little bit of fizz
Oh,
to it.
yes.
Yeah.
I was going to add more ice.
Look at that.
There we go.
Refreshing, beautiful. I would even pop a leaf of mint on there. You know, that could be
There we go.
amazing.
Or
It's
even
as
some
easy
cranberries.
as that. Remember, the keyword is fresh pack. SMS that to 33728 to get your hands on the recipe. Zoe's getting really
That's the
creative in here.
decor that I'm adding to our drink. But anyway,
You know what? And
it
this is
works.
this is the thing. I mean, you can take your rooibos tea, whatever flavor variant, and you can really get creative with it.
There we go.
Thank you, Zoe. Fresh on a Wednesday morning. Take it.
There we go.
Yes, please.
Fresh Pack, the #1 rooibos tea.
Well, while you two enjoy yourselves.
Didn't we just speak about being a good sport earlier on?
Okay, well, we're going to take a quick break, and when we get back from the break,
Let's
we're
go.
also taking it to the kitchen and making something really yum. We're making those Philly steak rolls.
Yeah, and then also inspired by Diwali, the Hindu festival of lights. Vani and Chef Anal Potgieter join us for the culinary hotline bling! Sing, sing, sing!
Moving out? Need more room? Scaling down? Private property is a great place to start your search. With thousands of new properties from South Africa's top real estate agents, banks, developers, and homeowners. It's the easiest way to find your next home. Search for a home on any device, anytime, anywhere. Search privateproperty.co.za.
Enter the Win a Home competition on privateproperty.co.za and stand a chance to win a brand new, fully decorated apartment at Parterflay Lifestyle Estate, developed by Baldwin Properties, worth over 3 million rand.
Now listen, the blinding light of us grew dark in the night. A flame that burned too bright to bear. It's in your ears, oh, I can barely see your face. The photo fades, but the feeling's always there. 10,000 days, gonna sleep 10,000 lives, but I'm never gonna wake release. It's never gonna come out right because time won't heal my broken heart. Time won't make no change.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to it. It's a Wednesday morning. We're live, large and in charge, bringing forth all the feel-good vibes on your feel-good breakfast show. And in fact, right now, time for us to check out those interesting, those funny and random things that we usually stumble across on social media. Hopefully put a smile on your dial. I wish you could see what Ewan's doing behind the camera right
What
now.
is he doing?
He was twerking. Ewan was twerking. Ewan's twerking behind the camera. But we won't show you that. It's not for family consumption.
Yeah, well, listen to this. I always say that dog owners are the worst because half the time they don't have like a lot of friends, and so I'm kidding. But their best friends are their dogs, and sometimes I don't know if the dogs are actually aware what happens to them and what gets done to them. This dog dressed as a delivery man.
Oh! That's the happiest delivery guy.
This dog officially wins Halloween.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
This is the one. This is the one.
Why did they have to?
Who needs friends when that can happen at your house every single day? Do you know what I mean?
No.
I think
You still need friends. Yeah, okay. All right.
Sorry.
Why did the package have to do this? Anyway, we all love the beautiful game, but sometimes it can turn into the silly game. A couple of friends in Stockholm, Sweden, were playing soccer and found themselves wrapped up in massive bubbles because that's what they do in Sweden.
Oh, what a way to play soccer.
Oh, bubble soccer.
Can you even see? You can't stop the ball because, okay.
You can't see it.
Then you fall.
Everyone is just all over the floor.
There we go.
And it's just, that happens quite a lot. And that's how they have fun in Sweden.
So what is the purpose of it? I want to understand what the...
It's basically to have a fun. It's a fun.
See,
It's like-
you need to get a
it's
dog
like-
so you can understand this. Okay, well, I'll add a cat story to the mix. Listen, this cat is adorable. Only wants a little hug. Check it out. First meows at its owner, stretches out its paws, and wants a little hug. Look.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a start.
Aww.
That's the neediest cat I've seen in my life. I want to hug.
Look at it stretch.
That's like a nice long stretch, huh?
It's a good stretch.
Yeah, we're at this stage right now. Phoenix does that. When you say, come, he goes,
The hands goes up.
Oh,
Adorable.
Anyway, beautiful stories. Hopefully those have put a smile on your dial. Let us know which you have found all across your social media platforms and share them with us. Please, when you do so, use hashtag Expresso Show.
Thank you very much for those stories, guys. Well, it's almost 7:30. Let's quickly take another look at your news headlines going into your Wednesday morning. Your national news, Police Minister Becky Cele says there has been a 36% decline in cash and transit robberies countrywide. More than 230 suspects involved in cash and transit robberies have been arrested since the upsurge in this type of crime earlier this year. And Ebomvini Primary School near Port Shepstone on KwaZulu-Natal's south coast has stolen the limelight at an international water conservation competition in London, winning 2 top awards. Esihle Gaza and Asipile Mokondo, grade 7 pupils at Ebomvini, presented their school's projects at the event. Making international news headlines, the Africa Investment Forum gets underway in Johannesburg today. One of the organizers, the African Development Bank, says the conference is oversubscribed with business people from all over the world showing interest to invest in Africa. And the American midterm elections officially drew to a close at 4 o'clock this morning when polls closed in Alaska. We'll expand on those stories one more time at the top of the hour.
In the latest sports headlines, Orlando Pirates moved to the summit of the ABSA Premiership table last night after a 2-1 win over Polokwane City at the Peter Mokaba Stadium. Over in Europe, Liverpool lost their stronghold of Group C in the UEFA Champions League last night as they suffered a 2-0 loss to Red Star Belgrade in Serbia. Elsewhere, Barca drew 1-1 with Inter Milan, while Atletico beat Dortmund 2-0. And finally, South Africa's Raven Klaasen and doubles partner Michael Venus have been placed in Group Jorda Santoro for next week's ATP Finals in London. And that's a roundup of the major sporting headlines.
Time to look at the roads again in Gauteng and Kempton Park. On the R21, there's been a multi-vehicle accident. It's just before Oranje Rivier Drive. Now, all lanes are currently closed off to traffic, so please make use of an alternative route this morning. And we stay in Gauteng. In Sunning Hill, there's a stationary vehicle. This is on the N1 northbound after the Baklu interchange. That left lane is currently obstructed, so you can expect delays, and also keep a lookout for that. That's where we leave your traffic. A final update coming at 8 o'clock.
Right, let's quickly take another look at your weather and your temperatures. We also would like to say a big thank you to Mpo J.R. Mosala, who sent us a beautiful grey skyline from Cosmos City in the Western Cape. Thank you very much, Mpo. Really appreciate it. It looks beautiful. Partly cloudy conditions for you. It can be expected with some afternoon showers and thunderstorms in the area as well, reaching a maximum of 22 degrees. Appreciate all of your pictures. Continue sending them. We'd love to take a look at what it looks like in your parts of the world, wherever you are tuning in. What you can do is just post those pictures on Expresso Morning Show SABC3 Facebook page. Your temperatures going into your Wednesday. Polokwane starting off on 9 minimum, reaching a high of 17 degrees with a chance of some thunder showers. Mbombela 9:17, some rain forecast. Pretoria 9:23 with thunder showers. Thunder showers forecast for Johannesburg 7:22. Mahikeng starting off on 11, reaching a high of 27. Klerksdorp 8:24. Kimberley 8:24 as well. Bloemfontein 6:22. Richards Bay 12 and a high of 21. Pietermaritzburg 7:18. Durban 14:21. Mthatha 6:16. East London 11:17. Cradock 4:20. Port Elizabeth 12 and a maximum of 19 degrees. George 10:18. Sutherland 4 and a high of 20. Cape Town 12:23. Worcester 8:26. Springbok 13:28 and Uppington starting off on 13, also reaching a maximum of 28 degrees. That's a wrap of your weather and your temperatures. For the 7:30 bulletin, I'll have a final update for you at the top of the hour.
All right, now whether it's with milk or sugar, or just a little bit of fruit, or even something savory, everyone has their very own way and very specific way of eating their Weet-Bix. And I had no idea that there were so many unique ways out there. And of course, this morning we get to see how the lovely Vani Padiyachi, executive chef at Marigold Restaurant, eats hers. And I just came around now, Vani.
You did.
I looked at that compilation of fruit and nuts, and I was like, you are a person after my very own heart.
It is fabulous, it's healthy, and it just gives you all that energy you need.
Absolutely. So tell me about the way that you have your Weet-Bix.
Okay, so I'm going to actually prepare my bowl of breakfast, what I would share with you. So it's very simple. It's Weet-Bix, which I just crush. And then I had a little bit of milk.
Very unique that you go with one brick. Only one.
Yeah, because you know why? I have this whole bowl of fresh fruits, some berries. I love some nuts, which is cashews and pecans.
Beautiful.
Pomegranate.
Oh.
Pips. And a little bit of honey, being diabetic.
Okay, just a little bit of honey?
Just a little bit.
There we go, there we go.
A good mix of this.
Oh,
so
my
I'm going
word.
to
That looks
I'm
good.
going to be very kind and let you have the first bite. I'm going to be very kind.
All right, let's see how this goes down. There's a lovely coating of the honey on the spoon. So I'm going to grab some pomegranate, some strawberry. Actually, I like taking a bit of everything, if it's possible. And
Hurry
a little
up,
bit of,
I'm hungry.
I'm sorry.
To die for.
Oh, you know what I love about this? It's a breakfast that you can eat very slowly while you're watching Expresso, watching your favorite TV show in the morning. So that's a brilliant, brilliant way of having it. Thank you for sharing your way. And we're hoping that you will do the same as well, letting us know how you eat your Weet-Bix your way, what kind of toppings you like to have on it, and why do you eat it that way as well. Let us know. So we've loved all of the entries on Facebook where you guys have been sharing your unique way that you enjoy your Weet-Bix. But there can only be one winner. And this week's winner is Lavina Pillay! And she joins us on the line this morning. Lavina, good morning.
Good morning, how are you?
I'm very, very well. All the better for hearing your voice. Congratulations on being the winner of our Wheat Picks Your Way competition this week. So tell us, how do you enjoy your Wheat Picks?
I enjoy my Wheat Picks by adding cold milk, sliced almonds, and other salted nuts. Dry cranberry and sliced banana and strawberries if I do have some, with a drizzle of honey and a little bit of cinnamon on top.
Oh, that sounds so good. When you said banana, my heart went, I was so happy. Banana is one of my favorite fruits for sure. So congratulations, you've won yourself a 2,000 Rand Goodness grocery voucher courtesy of Wheat Picks. Thank you very much for entering the competition and continue enjoying Wheat Picks your way.
Thank you so much.
That's Lavina Pillay on the line there. She's the winner of this week's competition. So all you got to do is just share with us your way that you love to enjoy your Wheat Picks. And who knows, you could be the winner of a lovely 2,000 Rand Goodness grocery voucher that you can spend and be good to your family. Thank you. May I have a little bit more of your,
yes, you may.
Your breakfast now that you've made it for me? Thank you.
Wheat Picks My Way. How do you love your Wheat Picks?
Oh, well, don't go anywhere because Vani's not going anywhere. She's staying for the culinary hotline alongside Anel. So if you've got a culinary question or a conundrum, they're here to sort you out. So give us a call, 021-4309-881.
That's right. When we get back from the break, we're also making some more food this Wednesday. We're making those Philly steak rolls. Ooh. Wow, they look so delicious. I want to dig in, but you need to stick around for that.
Coaches across the country. This campaign saw ordinary coaches do extraordinary things like develop young talent that then goes over to the world to do amazing things. I'm here.
We've all become publishers.
What would you say to famous and also up-and-coming sportsmen and coaches about their online presence and reputation?
Resource where we can learn from each other. They are trying to help us where we can learn more and learn from each other. They are trying to help us to help ourselves, and therefore
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Happy Wednesday. We're midway through the week, the weekend just on the other side. But also, just on the other side, a lot of excitement building up right now for the 2018 Mandela 100 Global Citizen Festival, which of course is ramping up support all over the continent and the world as we bring forth some of the biggest, hottest musical acts that are all descending on Mzansi on Sunday, the 2nd of December, in the name of celebrating Ndate Mandela's centenary year. Now, since the festival is being put together by the international organization Global Citizen, who are taking a stand against extreme poverty, we're taking a closer look at the artists who have motivated a global movement to move closer to the goal of zero poverty by 2030.
And I think it's been incredible putting the spotlight on all of them. So one achieved their fame as half of the hip-hop R&B production duo The Neptunes and the lead singer of NERD, the other as the frontman of his band Coldplay. That's right, we are shining the light on none other than Pharrell Williams and Chris Martin. Now, the reason for the double feature is that the two superstars will be performing a collaborative set at the up-and-coming festival.
That is wonderful stuff. Let's talk about Pharrell, right? Check it out. Born in April 1973. Yes, take your mind all the way back there. He was born Pharrell Lancillo Williams, and he's been active in the music industry since 1992. Ironically, that year when Shoma Josie was born. He's using his influence to build a $35 million after-school center in his hometown of Virginia Beach. Now, his charity, From One Hand to Another, is a foundation developed for youth between the ages of 7 and 20 in at-risk communities throughout the United States. And he's a man that has had an immense impact on so many different causes around the world.
And
well
he
done,
doesn't
Pharrell.
age.
Yeah,
he doesn't age. Then also in 2015, it was announced that Chris Martin will be the festival's curator until 2030, the year by which Global Citizen has the aim of eradicating all poverty, a partnership that truly highlights his commitment to their goal. Now, he acts as a consultant to Band Aid and its founder, Sir Bob Geldof, in this role. Now, Pharrell has been performing at both 2017 Global Citizen Festivals in Hamburg and New York City. So we know that these two are, they are rearing up to give us the performance of a lifetime.
It's going to be absolutely gobsmacking. I mean, they are two very passionate artists and very creative individuals indeed. So it's going to be everything for a feast for the sounds, for the ears, for the eyes to see. Exactly. Now, I'm sure you want to know how you can get the tickets. So the next draw for the ticket allocation takes place on Tuesday the 13th of November. So take the action journey to be part of this special moment and join Pharrell and Chris Martin and others in being the generation that changes the world around you for the better. If you're looking for more information and how you can get your hands on those tickets, visit globalcitizen.org.za.
Now, have you ever stopped to think, before you and I get to see those athletes, those young, promising athletes go on to represent South Africa on a global scale, the amount of behind-the-scenes work that takes place with school coaches really getting them ready? Well, there's a lot of work that happens there, and Powerade has recognized this, and they've launched a really special academy. Check this out.
Since the start of the year, Powerade embarked on a campaign to celebrate everyday coaches across the country. This campaign saw ordinary coaches do extraordinary things like develop young talent that then goes over to the world to do amazing things. I'm here to find out what they have in store for us.
Puso Makume, Powerade sponsorship manager, heads the brand's commitment to a coaching evolution, to the science of training which keeps sports enthusiasts moving. Always forward.
Puso, tell me about the last couple of weeks leading up to this event.
We've been through 4 regions, PE, Cape Town, Durban, and now Johannesburg. And it's all for the Powerade Performance Academy, which is really just a platform that we've created for coaches to just get gain some knowledge, some insights, and some tools that they can use in their everyday lives when they coach their teams.
How important is youth sports fellowship and also school sports?
It's very important because the future of our country from a sport perspective lies with our teams. If you look at the coaches right now, you got about 300 coaches. Let's assume they only coach one team. That's about 5,000 teams. So you can only imagine how many teams they could reach and just drive that sports culture that we have in this beautiful country of ours.
What is the Powerade Coach Kit?
This is the kit they all get at the end of the actual academy itself. Throughout the whole year, we've had about 13 experts. I actually consider that as part of the kit because it's all the knowledge. It's something physical that they won't get, but they also get like a nice kit that they get that they can use with their teams. It's got squeeze bottles, it's got towels, it's got all this kind of equipment that they can actually use on and off the field with the teams.
Coach Ulani, how important is it to develop young athletes?
It's of critical importance because it's not just about dealing with the athlete. It's more about dealing with the human being, and that's of critical importance to make sure that we produce better people within our society.
How important is the Powerade Performance Academy to the coaches and, of course, the athletes?
Well, the Powerade Performance Academy gives the right sort of platform. One, in terms of educating and really raising the standard of coaching. And I think it's an excellent platform, and I think Powerade needs to be commended for the initiative. It's great that coaches come to these sort of seminars and workshops to be able to upgrade themselves, upskill themselves, and increase their capacity.
I'm with Emma Sudlow, who's a social media lawyer. I am so happy to be chatting to you. We all need to know it, right?
Yeah, 100%. So I think that this whole digital world erupted so quickly. And I think that a lot of the issues that we've been speaking about today, actually quite a lot of common sense, but because it all happened so quickly, maybe it's not that obvious. And we paparazzi ourselves and we paparazzi each other. And with that comes a lot of issues that I think we never could have foreseen, you know, what the legal issues are. We've all become publishers.
What would you say to famous and also up-and-coming sportsmen and coaches about their online presence and reputation?
It's really appreciating the power and the vulnerability of digital content. Digital content is dangerous content. If you wouldn't put it on a billboard, don't let it exist in digital format.
I'm here to learn from other coaches and impact or share with other coaches at the same time. And obviously to gain something that I will be in future used to improve the skills and understanding of sport to my own kids.
My reason being here with Powerade is because I don't know it all. And there's always something new. And especially here with Powerade, they look at us as the school teachers and they help us, give us a venue, an outlet, a resource where we can learn from each other. They are trying to help us to help ourselves, and there for the coaches, someone to turn to where we can learn more.
What a great job Powerade is doing in recognizing these amazing high school coaches. They are the great influence for our next sporting heroes. So inspiring.
Now feast your eyes on that. Those Philly cheesesteaks. Philly, where I'm from. Yeah, Philly cheesesteak rolls is what we're about to make today. Because we all, over the weekend, love to sit around a fire with our friends and fry our favorite meat. And then what happens? You overcook it, you bend it. It's not nice.
It's not nice.
Nobody
You want to make
likes
sure it's
that.
great, especially if you have a good piece of meat.
Yeah.
You want to make sure it's perfect, man.
Yeah, like we have over here, this piece of beautiful rump. It's free range, selected by Woolies expert butchers who've made sure that it's aged for a minimum of 35 days. So it ensures the tenderness, the succulence, the nails, everything that you need to make sure it's beautiful. Of course, they don't receive any hormones
routine
or routine antibiotics, so we know it's free range. Beautiful. So we're going to take that piece of steak, prepare it for you, and then I'm going to show you how to make a Philly cheesesteak roll, baby.
Dude, this looks delicious, and I know it's only Wednesday, but it's never too early to start talking about the weekend and what you're going to be putting on the brine.
It's okay.
So firstly, some steak etiquette, all right?
Steak
so we have our steak.
Steak etiquette.
Steak etiquette. Let's put a steak etiquette. Yeah, so you want to make sure before you put it on the coals that your meat is dry, okay? And you need to, I think probably my most important tip is it needs to be room temperature.
Oh, okay.
All right? Don't just take it out of the fridge and put it on the coals. It's not going to work.
Because you know how people get hungry like that, like, hey, meat, and then out of the freezer.
Listen, but how do you like your meat?
I like my meat medium rare.
Medium rare. You know that little tip that we always give these guys. So you get rare, you get medium rare, you get medium, and they get well. You got it.
Okay.
And that's kind of the uniquely South African way I feel. And how
well is here, bro. Pinky's well done.
Yes, that's well. It's well, exactly. But it's a well steak.
Oh, it's a well done steak, yeah.
So now, you don't want to salt it. I don't like to salt it in advance. You want to salt it or spice it just before you put it on the fire. So here we have it. So I'm going to put some nicely salt. You can also, of course, rub it with some olive oil. Just to add some flavor. Some salt and
pepper. I feel like when you rub it with olive oil, it gives you an opportunity to really get in touch with your steak. You know what I mean? So like you take it and then you work it. It gives you a chance to get in touch with your steak, and it's a good thing.
Yeah.
You've got to get involved in
the munyels.
You munyel
with it. Exactly.
All right.
So this is going to go onto a nice and hot fire.
Mate,
now the trick is
good-looking piece of steak.
For a big, like you can hear the sizzle. You want a hot fire.
Yeah.
You got to make sure your coals are hot. Now for your taste, you wanted what, medium rare?
Yeah.
Around there, I would say about 3.5 minutes a side.
On each side.
You only turn it once, and never use a fork to turn your steak. You don't want to puncture it.
Oh, guys.
Okay. Now you leave it.
I've been failing so hard at making good steak then.
You know, you don't want to keep turning it. So I'm going to put a little bit of more salt on there. That's delicious.
What happens when you use a fork? Do you then just...
You puncture it, dude.
You puncture it in all those
juices, the munyels, it comes out. You don't want it, man.
Don't lose the juices.
So now you just braai. You don't want to be that guy that messes up your steak on a weekend, okay?
Your friends are watching.
Your friends are watching. We have one that we have done already. Beautiful. So now let's start assembling, brother. So we have some beautiful cheese sauce that we're going to put at the bottom of our roll. So you can put that ready-made for you at Woolies, no stress.
Okay, cool. So here we go.
Oh, look at that. It's like
that's
like a hot knife through butter.
Okay, so cheese sauce goes first.
Yes.
And kind of, go lavishly with it, man. Don't be shy.
Don't be shy, dude. I'm going to cut this nice and
Because
thin.
you want it to kind of spill over the sides when you are doing
That's
that.
it. And look how this just glides.
Well done, mate.
Glides through there, dude.
So we got some caramelized onions and some roasted peppers.
Yes.
And then it's all about the building now.
So start building. Take some of our steak. Before we do that, I'm going to add another little splash of just some salty salts.
Oh, get in there. That's good stuff.
Okay.
All right. Steak
Layer
goes
there, dude.
as the
Breakfast,
first
my
layer.
brother.
There we go.
Woolworths is the keyword. SMS that to 33728. That's Woolworths to 33728. This is amazing.
Oh, my
Amazing. And then
goodness.
what we've done is we have some peppers. We have some red and yellow peppers that we put on the coals as well. You
Yeah.
dry it nicely. It becomes beautiful, soft to release all of that flavors. And that's going to add another dimension to your
goodness.
Philly steak roll.
Philly.
Yes.
Philly, where I am from.
Put it on there, my brother. Put it on there. So we're going to keep building this. The keyword is Woolworths. SMS that to 33728. As you can see, our steak is perfection. Dude.
Will Smith would be proud of this.
You think so?
He's from Philly.
Yeah, of course. He will be very proud of this.
Philadelphia.
So we're going to keep building. Take a look at how we put this together one more time. Here we go.
I mean, what more do you want out of life, guys? When you've got a Philly cheesesteak roll like that, it's easy to make. Lovely rump steak that's been prepared wonderfully, free range, succulent. It's
Okay,
amazing.
bro.
There's only one way to go from here.
Woolworths to 33728 if you want to make this weekend, bro. I think we should dig in. I made you breakfast, bro.
I appreciate
We made
it.
breakfast.
I appreciate you, man.
That's it. All right. Are we going to get in there, dude?
We can't not.
Yeah,
It
look
would
at
be a
that.
sin not to. First, the challenge of trying to get it all together.
Yeah, just looking to squash it in there. All right, dude, here we go.
Ah, okay. Amazing.
Those are thumbs up.
Fun. Too
That was
much of
amazing
fun.
if they can't speak.
Well, Woolies values what it means for family and loved ones to be together at Christmas. And that's why this year they're helping 100 South Africans reunite with those most special to them. Now, if you would like to be reunited with your loved ones, or if you know someone who needs a helping hand in getting home this year, nominate them. Nominate a loved one and tell us your story, and we can make it happen with a bus ride or even a plane ticket.
My brother is a soldier and he's so in love with this girl. If they could be together this Christmas, it will make him the most happiest man.
My dad was adopted. It has been a dream of mine to take him to the Eastern Cape so that my kids can know their real roots.
There's a lady, a female car guard actually. She goes home once, twice a year. So let's help him Cozy get home.
I try not to miss Christmas with my two little sisters, but it's getting harder and harder.
Please take me home to my son. When he sees me, it will be the best Christmas present he would ever get.
Ah, man. And once you look at that, and it's just seeing the reaction of people when they talk about that special feeling and the special moments of going to be reunited with their families or wanting to be reunited with their families.
And Christmas is a special time for that, especially a lot of families are scattered, including myself. Like all my family lives in Durban. So last year, Christmas, it was breaking my heart. I had to work. I had radio commitments to work on Christmas Day. But this year I want to make sure I'm going to be home for Christmas lunch with the family. And I know that there are a lot of people that are separated from their loved ones. So if you would like to bring someone special home this Christmas, or if you would like to nominate someone, you can always do so. And it's really, really easy. All you need to do to enter is visit www.bringithome.net and nominate yourself or someone you know who needs help getting home this Christmas. And to get the link, all you need to do is SMS the keyword home to 33728. Each SMS costs R1.50 and no free SMSs apply. But there are some T's and C's that can be found on our website. That's expressoshow.com.
And remember, it's not about how grand your story is, but it's more about your personal heartfelt story. The competition will end on the 9th of December 2018, so make this Christmas one to remember.
That's so good. I can't help it. We're going to be taking a quick break. When we come back,
it's on the screen.
On the screen.
Screen on the morning.
Currently hotline.
Yeah.
It's
on the screen, really.
Hang on.
I feel good.
Oh.
So great. You can go.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. It's your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's a Wednesday morning, bright and early. Sean Kay's in the studio. His debut album called Status Updated has been released, so go and check it out there on all online platforms. And he's sharing music with us on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Here's a song called So Bay.
Baby, I'm just trying to call your number. I just want to hear your voice, yeah. Baby, I got a little news to tell you before anybody else. It's been a long week and my soul hurts. Oh, with nothing to show for all the trouble piling up around me. There seems to be some kind of target I'm being aimed for. You can try that, but I know that you'll be there to tell me just what I need to hear. You're gonna reach out into the darkness and pull me in there. It's been a long time coming now. Your love seems so brand new. I got something to say, and only your ears will do. Baby. I'm just trying to call your number. I just want to hear your voice, yeah. Baby. I got a little news to tell you before anybody else, 'cause you're so bad. You're so bad. You're so bad. Just so vague. Second verse, listen, it's been a long week, and I had enough. Yeah, running around circles with my hands tied up over this towel's hanging some kind of dark cloud and a bad mood. We gotta get up from under it somehow. But when I get home tonight, there's one thing that I know. You're gonna reach out into the darkness and pull me in close. It's been a long time coming now. Your love seems so brand new. I got something to say, and only your ears will do. Baby, 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 baby. I'm just trying to call your number. I just want to hear your voice. Yeah, baby, 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 baby. I got a little news to tell you before anybody else, 'cause you're so bad. You're so bad. Yeah. You're so bad. You're so bad. Woo! It's been a long time coming now. Your love seems so brand new. I got a mission to the ground, and only you, 'cause you're so bad. You're so bad. You're so bad. You're so bad. So, baby, 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 baby. I'm just trying to call your number. I just want to hear your voice. Yeah, baby, 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 baby. I got a little news to tell you before anybody else, 'cause you're so bad. You're so bad. You're so bad. Thank you.
The smooth sounds of Sean Kay on your Feel Good Breakfast Show this morning. Stick around. He's going to be back for one more performance a little bit later on. Brilliant way to start your Wednesday morning. Right now, though, let's get into your news headlines one last time for your Wednesday morning. Starting off with your national news, Police Minister Becky Cele says there has been a 36% decline in cash and transit robberies countrywide. The minister commended the police for their sterling work by effecting arrests on the criminals who even used explosives and heavy weapons to carry out what he calls heinous crimes. More than 230 suspects involved in cash and transit robberies have been arrested since the upsurge in this type of crime earlier this year. Cele also lauded police investigation teams working on Advocate Pete Mihalek and the Causa family murder cases. And a Bovimi primary school near Port Shepstone on KwaZulu-Natal's south coast has stolen the limelight at an international water conservation competition in London, winning 2 top awards. Representing South Africa at the Water Explorer 2018 in the British capital, the school received the Innovation and Students' Choice Awards. Learners from 11 participating countries, including Turkey, Germany and Malta, agreed that Ebombini's projects were the most creative. These included turning chip and sweet wrappers into eco-bricks, which were used to make outdoor furniture. Esihle Gasa and Asipile Mkondo, grade 7 pupils at Ebombini, presented their school's project at the event. Making international news headlines this morning, the Africa Investment Forum gets underway in Johannesburg today. One of the organizers, the African Development Bank, says the conference is oversubscribed with business people from all over the world showing interest to invest in Africa. The bank's president, Akinwumi Adesina, says the African continent's untapped markets and a growing middle class make it an attractive investment destination. The continent is also home to 6 of the world's 10 fastest growing economies in 2018. Growth in the region, however, is weighed down by continued slow growth in the two largest economies, Nigeria and South Africa. And the American midterm elections, which officially drew to a close at 4 o'clock this morning when polls closed in Alaska, marked 2 years since Donald Trump was elected president. These midterm elections involved a combination of elections for the U.S. Congress, Senate, and governorships and local government and take place every 2 years. Republicans currently control the House of Representatives and the Senate, the two chambers which make up the U.S. Congress. All 435 seats in the House of Representatives and 35 out of the Senate's 100 seats are up for election, as well as 36 state governors. And that's where we leave your news headlines for your Wednesday morning on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
In the latest sporting headlines, Orlando Pirates have moved to the summit of the ABSA Premiership table last night after a 2-1 win over Polokwane City at the Peter Mokaba Stadium. Now, while City did manage a consolation goal in the 90th minute, Pirates crucially took control of the match midway through a second half thanks to 2 goals in the space of 7 minutes. Now, in action tonight, Mamelodi Sundowns host Free State Stars while Kaizer Chiefs tackle Black Leopards. Moving over to Europe, Liverpool lost their stronghold of Group C in the UEFA Champions League last night as they suffered a 2-0 loss to Red Star Belgrade in Serbia. A first-half brace from Milan Pavkov sealed the famous win for the Red Star team. Now, while for Liverpool, the result saw them lose a 3rd consecutive Champions League away game for the first time in their history. In other results, Barca drew 1-1 with Inter Milan. Atletico beat Dortmund 2-0, while Tottenham edged PSV 2-1. And finally, South Africa's Raven Klaasen and doubles partner Michael Venus have been placed in Group Jorda Santoro for next week's ATP Finals in London. Heading into the tournament as the 7th-ranked pair, Klaasen and Venus will have to come through a group that includes Jamie Murray, Bruno Suarez, Juan Cabal and Robert Ferrer. Now, Klaasen and Venus open their ATP Final account on Sunday afternoon against Murray and Suarez. And that's a roundup of the major sporting headlines.
Let's have a quick and final look at the roads in Gauteng and Centurion. There's congestion on the N14 eastbound. It's between the R55 and the Brakfontein interchange. The average traveling speed is about 20 kilometers an hour. Expect delays of up to 15 minutes. And staying in Gauteng and 4 ways on the N1 northbound, there's a vehicle broken down. It's after Malibongwe Drive, currently obstructing that right lane. There are some heavy delays to be expected, so allow for some extra travel time. And that's where we leave your traffic on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
A couple of minutes past 8 o'clock. Let's quickly take a last look at your weather and your temperatures. Before we do so, we've received some beautiful pictures showing us what it looks like in your parts of the world. Thank you very much. So a big thank you to Jock Knutzer for your sunrise from Amanzimtoti in KwaZulu-Natal, Alan Rudnicki for your spectacular sunrise from Blobergstrand in the Western Cape, as well as Sinevuyo Jijana for your beautiful skyline picture from Dwesa in the Wild Coast, and lastly Mpo Junior Masala or JR Masala for your beautiful sunrise picture from Cosmos City in KwaZulu-Natal. Thank you very much for all of your pictures. Really appreciate you taking the time to send it to us. We'll get into sharing your pictures once again tomorrow. Take them and post them on our Expresso Morning Show SABC3 Facebook page. Your temperatures for the last time going into your Wednesday: Polokwane 9 minimum, reaching a high of 17 degrees, and some thunder showers forecast. Rain expected for Mbombela 9:17, Pretoria 9:23, and thunder showers. Some thunder showers forecast for Johannesburg as well, 7 minimum with a maximum 22. Mahikeng 11:27, Klerksdorp 8:24, Kimberley 8 and a high of 24 as well. Bloemfontein 6:22, Richards Bay 12 and a high of 21 with some scattered showers forecast. Pietermaritzburg 7:18, Durban 14:21, Tata 6:16, East London 11:17, Cradock 4 and a high of 20, Port Elizabeth 12:19, George 10:18, Sutherland 4 minimum reaching a high of 20, Cape Town 12:23, Worcester 8:26, Springbok 13:28, and Uppington also starting off on 13, reaching that maximum of 28 degrees. And that's a wrap of your weather and your temperatures for your Wednesday morning.
Well, it's time once again to spin the wheel and win big with our friends at loot.co.za with prizes this week that are inspired by the beautiful outdoors that, of course, I'm hoping you will be exploring during the holiday season along with your family. We've got natural splendors in our own backyard that deserve to be Instagrammed and posted all over the world for people to enjoy. Okay, so those are the prizes. And, of course, you know how to enter the competition. You've got to download the latest loot.co.za app from your preferred app store, then screen grab the home screen of the app and send that to 071-640-6551. That's the easy part. Now, we're taking the competition a step further, where you not only get a chance to be called as one of our 3 callers every day, but you could win your very own loot.co.za wish list to the value of 10,000 Rand this festive season. So here's how it's going to work. You go to the loot.co.za app, or you go onto the desktop loot.co.za website. Then you create a wish list by either hearting those products that you would love to have in a wish list on either the desktop or your phone, and of course to the value of 10,000 Rand, making sure of course that you have registered on loot.co.za. Then screen grab that wish list and WhatsApp it to 071-640-6551, and as easy as that, you could be the lucky winner of your very own wish list, which of course those things that you would just love to have, to the value of 10,000 Rand. Now, 8 prizes up for grabs. There they are on your screen, and they still do include that Char Griller Acorn Kamado, valued at 10,000 Rand, and the Alva 3 burner Hot Wheel case, valued at 2,382 Rand, was won. It's now been replaced by that GSI Outdoors Glacier Commuter Java Press, valued at 800 Rand. We've got a caller on the line. This is Anelia. Anelia from Cape Town.
That's right. Yes, hi, Kate.
How are you doing? I'm very, I can hear the smile in your voice. I'm feeling good.
I'm so excited.
All right, so you've seen the prizes. Do you have one that you're eyeing out that you would love to win?
So number 1, I would love to win.
You would love to win number 1. All right, well, I hope I can make it happen for you. Can you already imagine yourself with that beautiful griller outside and you preparing steaks and all kinds of braai meat for your friends?
Oh, I do see it already. I'm tasting.
Hold on. Yes, I love that you're tasting it as well, that you see it in your mind's eye. I'm going to spin the wheel. Let's hope we can make it happen for you. Shall I go full force with the spinning?
You go as you want to.
All right, here we go,
I
Anelia.
put it in your hands.
Oh, thank you for putting it in my hands. Here we go. Win. Come on, Anelia. It's got to stop at number 1. I want to make that come true for you. Come on, Anelia. All right, hold your breath. See that picture. Taste that meat.
Go.
See your friends around gathering. Come on, you can do it. Go. Stop there. Oh! All right, number 8 is the prize that you've won. You've won yourself the Austrail Jumbo Chair, valued at 1,200 Rand. That is all yours, Anelia. Listen,
thank you so much.
That's going to be brilliant next to your braai that you have at home when you are entertaining your friends. And thank you for entering the competition. Thank you for the smile and laughter in your voice. You've made my day. Anelia. All right, so listen, if you'd like to be like Anelia and enter the competition to spin the wheel and win big, all you've got to do is, of course, download the latest loot.co.za app from your preferred app store, screen grab the home page of the app, and send that to 071-640-6551. And as I said earlier on to you, there's a chance for you to win your very own wish list to the value of 10,000 Rand. And you can create that wish list either on loot.co.za website, on the website, on your desktop, or on the app itself by simply hearting those products to the value of 10,000 Rand. Now, there's lots for you to find on loot.co.za, all manner of gifts and presents. In fact, one of the latest that they have is the Weber Genesis 2, priced at 14,999 Rand, priced down from what it was before, 19,999 Rand, so 5,000 Rand discount. Absolutely amazing. All round amazingness. We still have one more caller to take a little bit later on, but enter the competition and you could win big with loot.co.za.
Oh, well, we are taking the quickest of breaks on your Feel Good Breakfast show. It was the 7th annual Tears Sleepathon. We'll bring you some highlights from that after the break.
And then, of course, you can see this food that's on this table here that the ladies have prepared. Diwali-inspired culinary expressions. It's beautiful. It looks like decor. And when we come back, Anel and Vani are still here to answer any of your culinary questions. 0214309881.
Just add dog. Get a free bed when you buy any 2 Hills Canine bags.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Call us on your cell phone.
Culinary Hotline Bling.
That can only
Yes,
mean
it only
one
means
thing.
one thing when it's a Wednesday and you tune into your feel-good breakfast show at this time. It means it's time for the Culinary Hotline Bling. Sing, sing, sing. And today is not just any ordinary Wednesday. It is also the start of the Diwali festival. And we have Anel Potgieter as well as executive chef from Marigold Restaurant, Vani Pariachi, on our foodie panel. So they're all standing by to answer all of your burning foodie questions. And of course, if you have a culinary conundrum that's been confounding you this past week, give us a call on 021-430-9881. Ladies, good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, I'm loving the essence in our kitchen here today. Vani, tell me about these candles that you've brought around to create the ambiance.
So we have our beautiful candles, which we light on Diwali.
Yes.
It's the festival of light.
Yes.
So it's good over evil.
Mm.
So we've put out an array of candles.
So I think you must explain to us what Diwali is.
What Diwali is? We know it as the festival of lights, but yes, the
I know the
significance.
god
Rama
yeah.
went off, he was exiled for about 14 years, went to go and save his Sita, and he defeated Lord Ravana. And the villagers had lit lamps all the way from the forest into the village, beautiful rangolis, which is made with flour or sand or colored powder, and just bringing them home, guiding them home. And that's also bringing that light, love, and prosperity home.
Oh, so it is a time of prosperity and flourishing for everyone.
Yeah. So it's the good over the evil.
Yeah.
And it's like a Christmas celebration for you. Like for us, it's Christmas, but for you, it's something different.
It's basically the Hindu version of our Christmas. It's about family, joyousness, and abundance, feast.
Yeah. All right. So there are snacks that are associated with every kind of different holiday. So when it comes to Diwali, what kind of snacks and foods can you expect to find at the table?
I've put out some snacks. I've got some mixed vegetable kachori.
What is
You
this?
have to.
What is this?
It's little patties filled with mixed vegetables and paneer. So have a bite of that. That is so yummy.
And paneer is a cheese,
Paneer is...
oh, wow.
Yeah.
Lovely.
And then I've made some aloo mati samosas, which is potatoes and peas, and some lamb shami kebab. And I've also made Marigold's favorite signature dish, palak chaat. You have to try that.
This is the best dish ever.
Palak?
Palak chaat. It's spinach dunked in a light chickpea batter, finished off with chilies, coriander, sweetened curd, tamarind chutney. So I'll take this while you have a bite of that.
I'm going to give you some of this. I had this at Marigold, and it's the most delicious thing ever. It is just so good.
Gorgeous.
Oh,
it's spinach leaf.
Well, hey now. Well, hey.
It is just so flavoursome.
What is that white sauce? Something, there was a sweetishness to it.
It's sweetened curd. So it's just some hung yogurt with a little bit of sugar, for a night.
Well,
and
I'll
that's
be-
that beautiful flavor.
I'll be Diwali.
Yeah, and it's spinach leaves. That
Well,
they
and
don't...
what a great way
Yeah.
of enjoying spinach. Is one of the healthiest superfoods you can find.
It is, yeah.
Exactly.
And it's introducing it to the family, especially if you've got kids
Okay,
that
I'm
don't
just
like
gonna
to
eat
eat
this.
greens. Quite a lot. Sorry.
You're a convert.
There's a
after
lot.
this.
There's a lot. All right, so these are some of the snacks, right? But when we talk about meals and what the table setup looks like at a family home during Diwali and what people feast on, let's
So
talk about
at
that.
home, it's normally, we do a lot of vegetarian meals. So I've made some aloo curry, and then there's biryanis, dals, cooking with paneer, all these beautiful homey foods.
And what about drinks around the table as well? Are there those that are associated with Diwali?
So being non-alcoholic, so there's always a cocktail or a cordial or a mocktail. So, you know, we do a garam masala mocktail, which is so delicious,
Wow.
refreshing. And then just normal lassis and Faluda milk. And so
I need a lassi because the jelly is stuck in my throat.
Wait, finally! Okay, all right.
I'm trying not to cough. But she told me last night, her aunties, they always bring
Yes.
together the food. Everybody goes to the elderly house.
Oh, is that how
Yes,
it
we
works?
all met up at Grand's house around lunchtime, and all my aunts would bring something from their home. So we'd first start off with the snacky bits, and then we'd feast, and it's decadent. And then we have amazing rotis.
Oh, my word.
It is delicious.
And it sounds like a beautiful time to bring the family together. And I love the fact that you do go to the elder's house. That's almost like taking it to the root
Yes.
of the
Yes.
family and,
Yeah.
and starting
Yeah.
the new year again in love and in light with the entire family.
Yeah, and it's just celebrating your family and the love and
And
the
our
year.
history.
Yeah, and your history.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right, well, we'll be back again with the kitchen. What you need to do is give us a call, 0214309881 for the culinary hotline bling. Ting, ting, ting!
Oh, I love the ladies. They just have a wealth of knowledge when it comes
Love
to
it.
food.
Awesome stuff. And happy Diwali from our side once again if you're celebrating today.
That's right. Now, last week, our very own Graham Richards challenged you to help him continue his goal of packing 100,000 meals for our most vulnerable children to honor the legacy of Madiba in his centenary year. The response was absolutely amazing, and now we have reached 75,000 meals packed, and we're on the home straight.
Absolutely. Now, we are tackling the last 25,000 meals this Saturday, the 10th of November, at Maynard Mall in Wynberg. That's between 9 and 1 o'clock. I'm super excited. I'm going to be there as well. Facilitating is going to be absolutely inspiring to see what's going to be going down. But the most inspiring part of this is of this campaign has been the response, of course, from you. People, in particular, I think the students as well, which would have made, I think, Madiba very, very proud. And in return, we're offering schools with the most packers participating on Saturday the opportunity to get some of their learners in the Expresso studio to help us pack the last 1,000 meals live on the show.
Absolutely incredible. Now, everybody is welcome, so bring your family, bring your friends, and join ours in doing something truly amazing at Maynard Mall. Connect with us on social media for all of the details, and let us know what you think of this incredible movement.
I think it is such a fantastic cause. Now, stay with your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso. After the break, it's still the kitchen with Anel and Vanny. It's a Diwali-inspired culinary hotline bling on 021 430 9881. And then we bring you highlights from this year's Sleepathon. Tears Sleepathon. You don't want to miss it. Stick around.
All Expresso presenters and guests fly domestically with Mango. Enjoy outstanding service, online check-in and seat selection. With the widest booking and payment options, Mango is the only airline globally to accept store charge cards as a means of payment. Fly in comfort with ergonomically efficient seats for more legroom aboard a fleet of new generation Boeing 737-800 aircraft. Join the presenters of Expresso and fly Mango.
This is your chance to win the home you've always dreamed of. Enter the Win a Home competition by voting for your favorite design duo on privateproperty.co.za and stand a chance of winning a fully decorated apartment at Paardenvlei Lifestyle Estate, developed by Baldwin Properties, worth over 3 million rand. Plus, you'll automatically be entered into the weekly draw, where this coming Thursday night, you could walk away with the Samsung Top Freezer Combi Refrigerator with digital inverter compressor, twin cooling plus, and smart conversion. And if that's not enough, Capitec clients stand a chance to win a further 5,000 Rand in cash. Competition details plus T's and C's can be found on the Private Property website. Win a Home every Thursday evening at 7:30 on SABC3. The stage is yours.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Call us on your cell phone.
Culinary Hotline Bling.
That can only mean one thing when you're tuned in to Wednesday to the Culinary Hotline Bling.
Zing, zing, zing. You've got it now.
Shake it whichever way you want. Chef Vani Parayachi is here with us, joining us from Marigold Restaurant. She's the executive chef there, and Anel Potgieter as well. Of course, taking your calls on 0214309881. And it's all about Diwali. Today is the third day of the Festival of Lights. And it's a 5-day festival, as you were explaining.
Yeah.
That just bring forth love, light.
Yeah. And feasting.
And feasting. Tell you what, we've got a caller. Jacqueline is on the line. Good morning, Jacqueline.
Hi, Kat. A question to Vani. Hi, Vani. Hi. We used to celebrate Diwali. I lost my husband over 30 years ago, so we don't celebrate Diwali anymore. But what I do on odd occasions, when we see for certain sweetmeats and Indian sweet, I do make it. My late husband was Hindu and myself Christian. But my late mother-in-law and her sister-in-law used to make the most awesome muggage.
What is that? What do they used to make?
The muggage.
Muggage.
You know, that made with brown flour and icing and whatever. But I've never ever tackled that. Have you got a good recipe for me?
That is a wonderful question. Thank you for sharing with us, Jacqueline. So, would you give us some insight there?
So, chana magaj is chickpea flour cooked with some ghee, added with some spices like cardamom, green cardamom, and caster sugar or a little bit of condensed milk, and you cook that out until you get a good thick paste, and you let that set on a baking tray, and then you cut that into squares, and it's so delicious. It's the Indian barfi. It almost tastes like barfi or fudge.
Yeah.
So that's what it's delicious.
So what is it again? It's
chana magaj.
Yeah, so it's chickpea
flour
and ghee.
And ghee cooked out together and then flavored with green cardamom, sweetened with caster sugar or icing sugar, or even condensed milk.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
Decadent.
I tell you what, so delicious it is. We have another call on the line. Wow. Yes, hello to you. Who am I speaking to?
Hi, it's Jessica from Durban. How are you?
I'm very, very well. Is it Rivka? Did I hear correctly? Jessica from Durban. Okay, thanks so much for the call. I apologize for getting your name incorrectly there. But what is your question?
I'd like to know, how can we recreate Diwali treats the vegan way?
Okay, so talking about recreating Diwali treats the vegan way. So I mean, I guess that implies not using animal products.
No butter, no ghee, no cheese, no paneer. It's going to be a challenge because it's all about decadence. But you know what? We're going to give it a try.
Yeah. All right.
Can you perhaps, I'm just asking, coconut oil, will you use
coconut
that?
Oil
Can
is
you
a good
think something that we can use, but it's going to change the flavour of the dish?
Flavour and a little bit of the consistency, texture of the dish.
Okay.
Yeah. But I think it's certainly worth a try.
Yeah, yes. Absolutely.
So do give it a shot and let us know how it works out for you. Keep interacting with us on Facebook. I would love to see how those vegan-inspired Diwali recipes do turn out. Listening to the way that you're describing a lot of the recipes and the methods of making it, Chef Vani, it feels like a lot of these recipes are passed on from generation to generation. It's like, you know, auntie or grandma teaches you and you teach other, children as you go along. There's no book-defined...
No, you know, I learned cooking from my grandparents, and then my mum and dad were both great cooks, and now my brother is an amazing cook. And so he teaches, whenever we're together, we're always spurring things off each other.
Yeah.
And these dishes were created, you know, from generations.
Yeah. What are some of your fondest memories of Diwali?
You know, being with the family and just eating all this yummy food, you know, and the sweetmeats. To die for.
Yes?
No, it's all about family and yeah.
And this little sweet surprise that you have for us at the end, just look at this. Just looking at it on its own feeds your mind and your heart with so much happiness. What is it?
Truly decadent. It's gulab jamun.
We made gulab jamun yesterday. We did.
This is the authentic North Indian version.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so the recipe should still be on our website.
Yeah.
But are we allowed to... have you guys taken pictures? Can we dig in? Thanks, Nicole. Would you like to?
Yes, I want to. And I want to know these seeds. Are those fennel seeds?
That is a fennel coloured sweets with fennel inside, and just adds that beautiful fresh flavour and the crunchiness. You have to try.
And before we go, just like people say Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, what does one say
Happy Diwali.
Happy Diwali. Thank you very much.
I'm just a little bit jealous. Just a little bit. Save me some, Kat. Save me some.
Okay, well, it is Wednesday, which means it's Wash Day Wednesdays with Mac, and everyone is tightening their belts and looking at ways of saving money as well as saving time, water, and energy. Now, have you ever considered that you are perhaps washing your clothes too often and that you could actually be wearing them at least once again? Well, we've asked the experts at Mac to give us some advice on this topic, and Mac manufactures these leading laundry detergents and fabric conditioners, so they know what they are talking about.
Exactly. So let's run you through our first tip is your go-to products that we're going to be using. Mac Auto Washing Powder contains a highly effective active detergent combined with a range of enzymes to efficiently clean and safely remove stains. And then Mac is, of course, formulated to give top performance in your front loader. And the Mac Hand Wash Powder is a super strong detergent with a high foam level to thoroughly clean and remove stains. Then Mac Soft Fabric Conditioner combines a gentle softener with encapsulated fragrance pearls to condition the fabric, reducing creasing and leave garments smelling fresh from wash to wash.
That's right. Now, the question we're asking is, how often should you wash your clothes? Now, undergarments should be washed after every wear. The reason for this is that your garments are in close contact with your skin and the natural secretions of sebum and perspiration, which build up on the fabric if not regularly washed.
Right.
Now, think about the garments you wore to your air-conditioned office. The garments is definitely not dirty and can be worn again. Simply just hang the garment out in the cupboard, or at least outside of the cupboard overnight to air, and it should be fine for at least another wear before you have to wash it. Now, bear in mind that using Mac Soft Fabric Conditioner will leave a long-lasting fragrance in the fabric after every wash, keeping garments smelling fresh and clean.
That's it. And for our third tip this morning, most washing machines offer a short wash cycle, which is also very efficient in terms of saving water, but these programs are designed for lightly soiled clothes that simply need to be refreshed. Now, the cycle is shorter, uses less water and energy, making it a perfect option for not dirty clothes.
That's right. Well, some things definitely need to be washed. So if you have an active lifestyle and your clothes have been subjected to excessive perspiration, it is advisable to wash them after each wear. Perspiration can become, ingrained into the fabric, leaving a stale, sour smell if not laundered regularly and correctly.
Don't want that. No, sir. Well, Mac makes your wash day just a little bit easier, and we're making it easier for you to win a Mac hamper every week. So to stand a chance of winning, SMS the keyword Mac to 33728. SMSs are charged at R1.50. Remember, no free SMSs apply. T's and C's do, though, and you can find them on our website, expressoshow.com. And this week's giveaway ends at midnight this Friday.
MAC dishwash liquid has a high foam formula that quickly and easily cuts through grease. So, switch to MAC, the best performing dishwash liquid in SA.
We're going to take another quick break. When we get back, we're going to be doing highlights from this year's Tears Sleepathon. And then Sean Kay, he's still in the building, and one more performance to take us home. So stay with us.
Add a little goodness to your day, your friend's day, and make your school's year as the Crush Share the Goodness campaign returns. Last year, the Crush crew gave away 10,000 pairs of shoes to school children across South Africa. By watching Expresso from spring through the summer and refreshing yourself with your favorite Clover Crush flavor, you stand daily chances of winning for yourself, your friends, and school. Details to follow on Expresso.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
You know, Kat, sometimes sitting with someone in silence is more powerful and impactful than actual spoken words.
It really, really is. And this year it was proven so at the Tears Sleepathon, where a group of, that included the Hills Pet Nutrition team, headed out to the organization to spend a night with a sleeping bag in a kennel with one of their special four-legged friends in order to show that they are truly caring of our animal friends out there. Take a look at this.
The Tears Sleepathon is one of our major fundraising events, and it's an awesome event. We have people who will come through and spend the night at the shelter with the dogs and cats, and really experience what it's like to be living in a shelter. Okay. It's a really easy process to get involved. You just sign up online. There's a 200 Rand ticket to secure your spot at the Sleepathon. And you fundraise for a specific cause that's close to our heart that we need help with at Tears. So whether it's sterilizing dogs for low-income communities or helping with our retirement fund for older pets who need special attention, there's so many different causes to get involved with for the Sleepathon, and every cause is really special for Tears. So we always need more money and more help. And the dogs love, and the cats as well, love having folks spend the night with them, and just lots of cuddles and lots of love. We try to allocate people to specific dogs so they know who they're going to be staying and spending the night with. This is a really kid-friendly event. Kids love coming for the sleepover at the Sleepathon. You can even ask to spend the night with a specific dog that's close to your heart as well.
The Tears Sleepathon is about raising funds for Tears, and they want animals to have a better life than they had.
It is our first time doing it, so we're actually really excited. And it's fun cuddling with the pets and giving them treats because it makes them feel happy. James is 5 years old, and they found him on the street, and he's a very loving dog and playful and very strong.
So I took part in the Tears Sleepathon because I want to raise awareness to help the dogs in need. Did you know that theoretically one unspayed male and female dog can create up to 60,000 puppies in 6 years, which means there's no way all those dogs will get a good home, so please adopt.
People really appreciate coming through and just spending time with them, kind of being in their shoes, so to speak, and experience a whole night what it's like to be in a shelter. There's lots of tears when people leave in the morning, and yeah, no, it's something you have to do in your life, definitely something to tick off the bucket list. It's an amazing experience just from Tears aside to know that we have so many supporters who appreciate the work we do and want to get involved, and this is a tangible way to actually help Tears. You're spending the time with the dogs and cats, which they really need. A lot of the dogs have never really cuddled with a human before or spent a night and snuggled up in someone's arms, so it's close to everybody's hearts.
We've started volunteering at Tears probably 2 years ago, it's that long, and it's just so nice to see the dogs get adopted as you take them out like every Sunday. I think most of the dogs we've taken out have actually been adopted. I mean, that's awesome to see.
We have so many hopes for the future at Tears. We want to grow as an organization and be able to help more animals. If we help more animals, we know we're doing a better job, and we hope to have lots of support from all our supporters.
We raised just over 60,000, and we decided to do the sleepathon because we all love animals so much. We did lots of markets. Our first one was at Musenberg. We sold stress balls and slime and bath bombs.
I love them and I want to save their lives because they're like really nice creatures. Feels like amazing because we're saving lots of dogs and they're amazing.
So this is Georgia. She's a Bourbal cross. She was surrendered to Tears from a low-income area. She's about 2.5 years old. She has the most soulful eyes. Her biggest love in the world is belly rubs, as you can see. And she's just super, super sweet, and I'm really looking forward to spending some quality time with her.
Since our inception in 1999, we have really come together as a team, and we have homed over 18,000 dogs and cats. And we do about 3,000 to 4,000 sterilizations a year for pets in low-income communities. So the pets really need help, but the owners can't afford veterinary care. We offer free sterilizations for pets in low-income communities, and that's really like the grassroots where people need the most help, where the pet overpopulation is a real problem. So we've got a campaign called Pay for a Spay, where people can donate money towards us just sterilizing animals for free. And we also offer subsidized veterinary treatments for people who also can't afford going to a private vet.
Harry's a pit bull mix and he's also really happy and playful. I just walked in straight away and he just came and played around, gave him some toys, and he just ran off with them into his enclosure, and I just sat there playing with him for about 10 minutes.
There are 3 sleepathon nights every year. So we've had one on the 27th of October, we're having tonight's one on the 3rd of November, and there's one left on the 10th of November. We still have a few dogs and cats without sleeping buddies, so it's not too late to get involved and sign up and start fundraising and spend the night at the Tears shelter. Dogs and cats have so much unconditional love for people, and come and join us for one night and give back to them and come and spend some time at the Tears shelter.
Science is at the heart of biology-based nutrition. The secret to lifelong health, it all starts with science.
What a cool event, Zoe, eh? Putting our beautiful four-legged friends that's in desperate need of a loving and forever home under the spotlight. We love it, and it's been so great to be a part of it as well. Now, most 9-year-olds are concerned with the latest technology or even fun ways to pass time with their friends, but not these 2 young ladies joining us this morning. 9-year-old Layla and Justine's selfless act will help change the lives of rescue animals in need. Now, they helped to raise an incredible 60,000 Rand for Tears Animal Rescue with their teachers, Michelle and Laurie, as well as 4 of their fellow classmates, Kira, Kirsten, Ethan and Sebastian from Kirstenhof Primary, and we are so proud of them. They also took the time out to spend a night in a kennel with the shelter dogs at this year's Tears Sleepathon and loved every second of it. We're joined by our 2 leading ladies and Luke as well from Tears. Hello, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So good to be hanging out with you. Look at the smiles on these 2. I love it.
Oh, listen, ladies, you guys had a really cool weekend. You had the opportunity to sleep in the kennel. Justine, what was that like for you?
It was really fun, and we slept with Jonty, Rashid and Nina. And Jonty slept on all 3 of our beds.
So just to clarify, is Jonty a dog?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool. And Layla, what was it like for you having to sleep in a kennel knowing that dogs do this every evening?
It was really exciting, and well, the dogs, they do this every evening, and it makes me feel really, well, upset because I wish they had a home that they could sleep with someone and get cuddles and loves.
And I really think this is the beauty of hosting a sleepathon like this, Luke, because from a young age you can really instill what it means, for a dog who doesn't have a home, being or seeing things from his perspective. And of course, the sleepathon, it was a huge success. Congratulations on that. It was such a great turnout as well. But there's one more to go this Saturday, the 10th of November. How's the adoptions looking at this stage, Luke?
Well, we've had about 3 pending adoptions from sleepathoners who spent the night.
Fantastic.
And yeah, well, the kennels, we try our best, and it's a nice environment for the rescue dogs. It's not a home. And having sleepathoners come through and spend the evening with them just makes everything so much more worthwhile, and the dogs really deserve some extra love and TLC.
And I'm sure they enjoy that as well, just that interaction a little bit,
Yeah. So we have a very special friend in studio today. We have Blaze, that's currently chilling on the floor there by Luke. Justine, can you tell me something sweet about Blaze? What makes him so special?
Well, Blaze only has 3 legs, and they found him on the street, and he had a badly injured leg, so they had to amputate it. So, because he had a dog fight, so they had to amputate it, and then
So now he goes for physio to help his legs, and they play special games with him to help his balance.
Okay. Now, you ladies got to spend some time with Blaze. Can you tell me something quirky about him? Like, what are the things he likes to do?
Blaze loves to play with the ball, and he loves tummy rubs.
Look, Blaze looks like such a fun dog, and yeah, definitely deserving of those tummy rubs as well. And look at that face, man. Who could say no to a face like that? Luke, what type of home would Blaze suit? I mean, he looks like such an easygoing dog.
Yes, he really is a handsome boy, very affectionate. He's a little bit reserved around other dogs, considering what happened to him. But once properly introduced them, he's fine with them. So somebody who is looking for a companion just to kind of trot around the house with and spend lots of time with him. He's a very easygoing guy and pretty much melt into anyone's arms and any home.
Look, I wish I can take him home, because it looks like the type of dog that's going to become one of those solid companions. He's going to follow you wherever you're going to go. You can take him on road trips, on camping trips. He's going to be that type of dog that's just going to fit into your lifestyle so beautifully.
And he's awesome with kids as well.
As you can see, as you can see.
Now, Layla and Justine, can you guys can you tell the viewers at home why Blaze deserves to have his forever home? Why should they adopt him?
Because he had such a hard life, and he deserves a loving home where people can give him attention and give him more tummy rubs.
Oh, yes, man.
There we go.
Justine, Layla, thank you very much for all of your hard work. You guys have been phenomenal. Luke, for you guys at Tears as well, thank you very much for the incredible work that you guys are doing. And let's find Blaze a home. Come on, guys. Let's find Blaze a home. Open your hearts. Open your doors. He is the most magnificent pup. I spent 5 minutes in his company, and I absolutely love him. But if you want to get involved, listen up, because there's still one sleepathon night left for 2018, and it's taking place this Saturday, the 10th of November, at Tears Animal Rescue. Tickets cost only 200 Rand and can be bought on quicket.co.za. I suggest you head on over there right now. Spending 12 hours with a rescue dog who could wait months to find a new home is a small sacrifice to make for.
Science is at the heart of biology-based nutrition. The secret to lifelong health, it all starts with science.
Now, Woolies values what it means for family and loved ones to be together at Christmas, and that's why this year they're helping 100 South Africans reunite with those most special to them. Now, if you would like to be reunited with your loved ones or know of someone who needs a helping hand in getting home this year, nominate a loved one or tell us your story, and we can make it happen with a bus ride or a plane ticket.
Yeah, as easy as that, and we all know how incredibly special it is to spend time with loved ones during this festive season. And when I think about it, I mean, spending Christmas with an entire family, and you have stories to share of what the past year has been, the achievements, the failures, the successes and victories, and, you know, kind of building up your own little treasure trove of encouragement for the year to come, because it's just before the new year and people start making New Year's resolutions. And I'd love to see my granddad, eh?
Oh, yeah?
It's been a while. He hasn't seen his great-grandson.
Oh,
so
man.
that would be really special.
You see, now that is when the specialness of it all really does come together.
Yeah, all right. Well, let's share some of that with you.
My brother is a soldier and he's so in love with this girl. If they could be together this Christmas, it will make him the most happiest man.
My dad was adopted. It has been a dream of mine to take him to the Eastern Cape so that my kids can know their real roots.
There's a lady, a female car guard actually. She goes home once, twice a year. So let's help him cozy get home.
I try not to miss Christmas with my two little sisters, but it's getting harder and harder.
Please take me home to my son. When he sees me, it will be the best Christmas present he would ever get.
Yeah, we all know how much that means, eh? Spending time with loved ones during such a special time of the year. So the big question is, would you like to bring someone special home this Christmas, or would you like to spend time with one of your loved ones? Well, it's really this easy. To enter the competition, visit www.bringithome.net and nominate yourself or somebody that you know who needs help getting home this Christmas.
Now, to get this link, all you need to do is SMS the keyword HOME to 33728. Each SMS will cost you R1.50. No free SMSs apply. And T's and C's can be found on expressoshow.com.
Yeah, also remember that it's not about how grand your story is, but more about that personal, heartfelt story that you'll be sharing with us. The competition ends on the 9th of December 2018, so let's go ahead and make this a Christmas to remember for one and all. All right, let's take a quick break as well.
Yeah.
While we do that, while you compile your stories and get ready to share them, we're going to be sharing some wins afterwards. Another opportunity for you to spin the wheel and win big with loot.co.za.
That's right. And then Sean K is still here with Endless Heartbreak, which he'll perform after the break, so stay tuned.
What's your flavor? Cool down the tasty way this summer and enjoy a moment in between with Mac Cafe.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. You're tuned into a Feel Good Breakfast Show. Expresso right here on SABC3. One more chance for us to spin the wheel and give away some great outdoor prizes from loot.co.za. We're getting you inspired to go and explore our very beautiful backyard that we have here in South Africa with some incredible prizes up for grabs. Now, hopefully you've been taking notes on how to enter to be eligible for us to spin the wheel just for you. But we are taking this competition one step further, because now not only spinning the wheel for a prize, but you can also win yourself a festive loot.co.za wish list to the value of 10,000 Rand. That is phenomenal. So it's basically very, very easy. All you have to do is visit loot.co.za on the app or even on your desktop computer. Register if you haven't done so already. Then what you do is you create a festive wish list by hearting an item on the app or even add to wish list on your desktop to the value of 10,000 Rand. So add it nicely up, and then you screen grab that wish list and WhatsApp the picture to 071 640 6551 and you could win. It's as easy as that. So basically, it's a way to get into the festive season because you could win just that. In addition to being one of 3 people that we spin the wheel for daily, one of you will that submitted your wish list will be able to walk away with that very wish list valued at 10,000 Rand. So our last caller for our Wednesday morning is none other than Mandiswa from the Eastern Cape. Mandiswa, good morning.
Morning, dear. How are you?
Oh, I'm good. I'm good. Can you feel it? I'm feeling it for you. Listen, let's quickly take a look. We're going to throw some of the prizes that you're able to win on the screen right now. Check it out. Which one would you like to win? There's a whole bunch of prizes there. Fantastic.
Yes.
Which one would you like to go for?
Number 4.
Number 4. Yes, that's the Garmin Verb Ultra. Ooh, it's an action camera valued at 7,390. Okay, Mandiswa, I'm going to give this wheel a spin for you, and I'm going to hold thumbs for number 4. Are you ready?
Yes.
Here we go. Bam, number 4. Okay. All right, here we go. Where's it going to land, Mandiswa? Oh, I feel it. Okay. It's passing 4. Come on. We're holding thumbs. Doesn't matter. If it doesn't, it's still going to be a great prize. Oh, what's happening? Come on. Oh, so close. It doesn't matter, Mandiswa. You still won an Austrail Sun Lounge Daybreaker chair valued at 1,200 Rand. Nice one, Mandiswa. Thank you very much. Yes, I like it. Mandiswa, I hope you are ready to explore and enjoy the great outdoors. Enjoy your prize, love. Enjoy your prize. So there we have it. Remember, Loot has so much offerings, especially outdoor. Quickly run through. A Weber Genesis 2 is now priced at 14,999 Rand. That's marked down with 5,000 Rand from 19,999 Rand. Perfect saving for the summer. So go check it out, loot.co.za, and remember to send us your wish list.
All right, how about we bring this Wednesday to a close? Sean K has been entertaining us this morning. His brand new album, in fact, debut album called Status Updated is now available. And other than that, sir, where can people catch you performing live and where can we follow the rest of your music journey online?
You can follow me on social media on the various platforms. It's at Sean K Music. That's on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook is Sean K Music. And then just find me on Google somewhere.
Fantastic. Where are you performing live next?
I'm actually going back home first, and then I'll be back. I'll be home for like 2 weeks, and then I'll be back, and then then you'll find me in the streets of Cape Town.
Somewhere in the streets of Cape Town right now, they're in our Feel Good studio performing a song called EBH, Endless Broken Heart.
Dry up like the desert rain. Jealous shouts grow soft in the wind. And in my mind now, I can barely see your face. The photo fades, but the impression remains. Ooh, how long? Ooh, how long, yeah. I'm gonna live 10,000 days. I'm gonna sleep 10,000 nights. But I'm never gonna wake relieved. It's never gonna come out right because time won't heal my broken heart. Time won't make no change, no it won't, yeah. Time won't heal this broken heart of mine, yeah. I always feel this way, endless broken. listen, the blinding light of us grew dark in the night. A flame that burned too bright to bear. And sitting your ears on, I can barely see your face. The photo fades, but the feeling's always there. Ooh, how long? Ooh, how long? Yeah, I'm gonna live 10,000 days. I'm gonna sleep 10,000 nights. I can see into the future, and it's not gonna come out right because time won't heal my broken heart.
Expresso Morning Show, made with love by Clover.
Nada. Feel Good production.
Broken heart of mine, yeah. I always feel this way, endless broken heart. It goes on forever.